Hello everyone. How you guys doing? You ready for some scary stories together? I got submitted so many scary stories. So I'm really excited. I've been looking forward to the stream. Yeah, do you guys get scared easily by ghost stories? I'm ready, slacking off on my work right now. Oh no. Did you read beforehand? I tried to read quite a few beforehand, but there were a lot of submissions. So yeah, so I've picked out some ones that I really like that I'd like to read first, but after we get through these ones, I'm gonna be I'll quickly read them before, just to make sure that they're suitable for stream. These can't be that scary, right? Nah, probably not, right? But what I am gonna do is I'm just gonna read them. I'm gonna read them off Marshmallow, just directly to you. So yeah, not scary, right? I don't know. I guess you'll have to see. It's 5 a.m. I should be asleep right now. Oh, this is perfect then. This is perfect for you right now. Okay, you guys. So, any jump scare? No, no jump scares. What am I gonna do for a jump scare? I'm just like, boo! No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. This morning here. Okay, I pushed back the stream a little bit, just to give myself a little bit more time, and I thought it would be good because it would mean that it was a little bit later as well for you guys. It's 11:12 p.m. here. Good and spooky stuff before bed. Yeah, exactly. See, this is perfect timing. So I hope you guys are all nice and cozy. Maybe on your couch or in your bed. I hope you've got the lights turned off and headphones. You're wearing headphones. Because we are going to be telling some scary Renvaderz submitted stories in tonight's stream. So let's have a look. Let's see what we got. These stories are mostly shorter stories as well, by the way, because they're submitted through Marshmallow. But they're still good. I've been reading some, and some of them have given me chills a little bit. I'm like, ooh, that's creepy if that's true. To Meow, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. All right, without further ado, let's read this first story. Okay. Like many other children, I had a fear of the dark, so I would sleep with a flashlight for security. In my childlike manner, if I had my head tucked under the covers, scary things couldn't see me, so I often slept like that. One night I woke up for whatever reason and noticed the flashlight was no longer in my arms, and that there was a light shining down by my upper leg. Naturally, I assumed that my flashlight turned on and rolled down the bed. Wanting to go back to sleep, I reached down to grab my flashlight to turn it off, except my hand went straight through the source of light. There was no flashlight there. Also, if I had thought about it, a flashlight would have been more blinding than the source of light I saw. With my hand going through the light, I frantically searched the area there for a sign of a physical object until I freaked out and ran into my parents' room. When they brought me back, the light source was gone, and in the morning, the flashlight was found across the room. What the hell? What the hell was that? Headphones are a must. Yeah, headphones are a must for this stream. What the hell was that light then? And it was under their covers as well? I don't know. Dude, some of these stories, I'm trying to, as I was reading them, I was trying to figure out, like, you know, like, there's got to be a logical explanation. But I don't know. For a lot of these, I can't think of one. So maybe they're just didn't see things correctly. I mean, like seeing a light is kind of, you know, in pitch darkness. I don't know if you could just kind of see that, you know, like you could, you know what I mean? Maybe a nightmare? Could have been. All right. Next story. Yeah, like I said, these are short stories, but I think it's kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool that they're shorter as well. They're like bite size. All right, next story. So, it was during Christmas time. I woke up at 3 a.m. since I heard my cats crying and saw them near the bathroom, indicating that they wanted water from the sink. So the whole house was dark except for the bathroom lights, but across diagonally from the bathroom was our living room, where we had our Christmas tree. I would take glances toward the living room just to stare at the Christmas tree as I waited for my cats to be done drinking. I looked back to my cats to see if they were finished. Not yet. So I took another glance towards my living room, and I saw a very tall, slender shadow figure standing next to the Christmas tree facing me. For some reason, I didn't yell or cry, but I was just scared speechless, and walked slowly inside my bathroom and locked my doors. I then just kept the lights on and slept on the floor. I thought it must have been a dream, but I woke up on my bathroom floor in the morning with my cats just surrounding me. Oh, what the hell? Yo, chat's like Slender Man. Yo. I can't believe they didn't yell or anything. Like, you literally just fell asleep in your bathroom? If that were me, dude, I don't know if I'd be able to fall asleep. I'd have to get the hell out of the house, you know? Or at least call somebody. Frozen in fear? Yeah. You would freak out? I would call 911? Y'all keep all the lights off? For real? Wait, what do you mean? Like, when it's night? When it's nighttime, you're not gonna just have your lights on in your house. What do you mean? To be honest, I would do the same thing as them. Just be calm and lock the door. Yeah. Oh, before I go on, you guys, I wanted to thank you see the little art asset here? They actually made it as a thumbnail, but there were multiple thumbnails, so I wanted to include like them both in the stream, you know. So I want to say thank you to Kitty once again for the thumbnail of the stream, and I want to say thank you to hang on. Let me see. I had the name brought up somewhere. This little cute drawing in the corner here. I want to say thank you to Rio. Shiam? How do I pronounce your last name? Thank you very much. Thank you. Very cute. And I think I like it. It kind of sets the mood. So, all right. Let's see. Next story. Okay. Hi, Ren. Maybe this story is not very scary, but it's really weird to me. When I was a kid, maybe 4 or 5 years old, I went to the beach with my family. Very often. We had fun every time at the beach. One time, when we were ready to go home, I saw a gorilla walking up the seashore. Other people were doing stuff, so I was the only person who saw it. The gorilla stopped walking and looked at me. It smiled and waved at me. That's weird. And then it turns its head and watched the sunset. We can't see any wild gorillas in our country. I still can't find out why there was a gorilla on the beach. My dad said it could be another visitor, but I don't think so because I saw the way it walked, and its body was covered with long black fur. I've never seen that gorilla since then. However, every time when I went to beaches, lakes, swimming pools, or any places that contain big amounts of water, the gorilla always pops up in my mind with a happy smile on its face. Yo, that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. What the hell? Chat, like, my lord, Vox. Nah, man, that's creepy. Especially, yeah, like, imagine seeing that on the beach and then nobody believing you. I don't know. I don't like that. It's really creepy. Okay, let's see. Next story. Not Vox. Alright, next story. I heard a knock on my door while I was sitting on my phone, and I went to check it. It was my mom, but she was at work, and I was sick, so I stayed home from school. Not even a few seconds later, she was yelling and banging on the door, telling me to let her in, and I started to panic. And then it stopped all of a sudden, and all I heard was someone laughing, and it was gone. I was 10 years old at the time that this happened. I still haven't told my mom about this. Whoa. What the hell? Yo, that's I think Aster was telling me about something like that, like skinwalkers, or what are they called? No, not skinwalker. Is that it? Like the doppelganger things. Are those things actually real? Skinwalkers, yeah, oh okay, they are skinwalkers. To this Renvaderz who submitted this story, I think you might have encountered a skinwalker. That's creepy. Okay, next story. I studied in a Catholic school back in 9th grade, and we had a retreat. Basically, the class had to spend overnight at a retreat house to reflect about themselves. So my class and a few nuns were reciting the rosary in the chapel at around 7 to 8 p.m. I was sitting near the doors to the right, and from there I could see the hallways leading to the sleeping quarters. Halfway through, it felt like something wasn't right. I was mumbling the prayer when all of a sudden, I see from the corner of my eye a woman wearing a white gown with long hair walking slowly towards the sleeping quarters. My heart started beating so quickly. I was so uncomfortable at that moment. I closed my eyes for a few seconds and just looked down and recited the rest of the prayer. When it was time for dinner, everyone was quiet and looked unsettled. I asked my seatmate what was wrong. When they said that some of our classmates saw a lady in a white gown in the hallway as well, while I heard someone scream. Holy shit. Yo, I kind of got chills on that one. That was kind of creepy. Jeez. I don't know about that one, man. I don't know about that one. Okay, let's see. I gotta find another one. Okay. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see it. Dude, imagine, I think the scariest part is asking your friend and them saying that they saw it too. Like, that was the part of the story that kind of gave me goosebumps, not gonna lie. Okay, next story. It was the summer of 2017. I went to school to accompany my brother, who had summer class. I met up with a classmate who visited it and decided to play basketball together since we were bored. After a few minutes of playing, the ball went out of bounds, and she tried to pick it up. In the corner of her eyes, though, she noticed a shadow, but then she looks at it properly and there was nothing there. There are no students in the area since summer classes are held in a different building, so the only people at the court were my friend, the school guard, and me. She came back from picking up the ball and told me what she saw. I just told her she might be seeing things and continued to play. After that, I did notice a shadow myself, but I just ignored it because maybe I was being influenced by what she said earlier. But after I shot the ball and tried to pick it up, I noticed the shadow again, looking straight at me. And then it ran to the hallways. I was shocked and tried not to panic in front of my friend, but apparently she saw it too and asked, "Did you see that?" We got scared and ran towards the nearest adult. We went to the guard house and he noticed us running towards him. We told him what we saw. We saw a short, shadow-like child around the age of 10 years old. It was watching us play and ran to the hallways. My friend and I had the similar description of the ghost, even though we didn't say anything earlier about it being a child. Got shadow children ghosts running out here. Is this it? This is in broad daylight as well. What the hell? Maybe they just wanted to play. Yeah, maybe they just wanted to play basketball. Not a child. Dude, children in in scary stories. I don't know. I don't know what it is about it, but they're always like really creepy. Sorry guys, that was me. I see. Alright. Okay, we got a little bit of a longer one here. Okay. So. This is several years ago. They worked in a hospital, by the way. This is several years ago when the hospital expansion had begun. So the last floor at the time was being used as a temporary storage of sorts. Empty patient beds, gurneys, wheelchairs, mobile IV pumps, and some other stuff that I can't recall. Basically a chaotic mess. This is important for later. You see, during the night of one of the nurses who worked under this chief nurse reported to her that one of the patients under her care had disappeared. It was bizarre since the patient, while conscious and mostly functional, couldn't walk at all due to a recent surgery, so he was too weak to even move on his own. He currently had no friends or family in the ward to help take care of him for reasons. No roommate either, so he was completely alone in the room. Of course, there was a silent alert activated because the man had no business disappearing out of thin air, and a sweep starts to find him. They end up checking every other floor and room with no sign of him. That is until someone suggests to go to the 10th floor. He was found in a wheelchair, sitting in the middle of the darkness surrounded by beds, pumps, and other stuff up there. There was no way he could have gotten there on his own, especially considering he was really sleepy when they found him. When asked how he got there, all he could remember was that a man told him that they had to move him for a test. He couldn't remember the face of the man, only darkness instead. If you ask yourself, wouldn't a hospital this big have cameras all over it? The answer is yes, it does, but they never saw him leave his room. After that, nothing happened to him. He had a favorable recovery and was discharged without any issues. Note that the chief nurse told me this story while being absolutely deadpan, and she is not the kind to joke about this either. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. The fact that he wasn't picked up on the cameras, like that's really weird to me. He teleported? I don't know, dude. Like how does that even make any sense? I'm not sure. You know what, you guys? I'm gonna get a little bit closer. Hello. I can see a couple people in chat saying that they're scared, so hello. It's okay, you guys. They're just stories. I mean, true stories, you know, but just stories. Come closer to us for comfort. Suddenly, I'm turning on all the lights. No, you can't. Okay, no cheating. All right, no cheating. You have to stay with the lights off. Come on, you guys. He was on creative mode. I feel like I'm gonna pee. Go pee and come back, okay? All right. Okay, here we go. Next story. Man, I love this. I love these types of stories. Thank you so much, everybody, for submitting. Okay. So, I was eating out with some friends at this park at 7 p.m. We were like 12 or 13 years old at the time, and we were with my friend's parent. Minding our own business and staring at the lake, the sun was going down, and we had a bench behind us. I noticed two of my friends running away. There was 3 of us. And they're literally yelling at me to run. Me being dumb, I just calmly walked away not knowing what happened, until they told me to turn around. As we're far away from the bench by now, I turn, and from there was a tall silhouette coming out from under the bench we were just standing in front of moments ago. So there was a man staring at us while under the bench. My friends ran away because they saw him, and I calmly walked away without knowing anything. Crazy stuff. They say crazy stuff, bruh. Gave me chills back then when finding out that we were just being watched. That is weird. That is weird. A real life human man? I think so. It sounds like that's what they're describing in the story. That kind of makes it even creepier to me, you know, because it sounds like legit something that could happen. I don't know, dude. I don't know. The scariest thing of them all, man. I mean, dude, humans can be pretty scary, not gonna lie, you know? I don't know. Sometimes the things that happen in, you know, in real life are scarier than fiction, I feel. Like, people can be really weird. Just punch him? Yeah, just punch him, forehead. They were like 10 years old or whatever. Oh no, they were like 12 years old. Dude, that's scary. Okay. Next story. When I was still a kid, I would often... Oh, sorry. When I was still a kid, I often wouldn't sleep well. I'd toss and turn and wake up in the middle of the night in strange positions. One night, I woke up feeling uneasy. I noticed that my feet were hanging off the edge of my bed, but before I had a chance to move them back onto the bed, I felt something. It felt like someone, or something, with long nails was gently scratching at the bottoms of my feet. I didn't dare to open my eyes. I hoped that if I pretended to be still asleep, or nothing was wrong, then whatever the thing was would leave me alone. When I woke up in the morning, I asked my family if any of them had come into my room at night, but none of them had. Ever since then, I've always made sure to wear socks when I go to sleep. Damn, dude. Yo, okay. Look, I don't approve of people wearing socks to bed. It's super uncomfortable, but okay, this Renvaderz, they've got a reason to, okay? Oh my god, my worst nightmare. No, thank you. Hell no. Nope, I'm out of that house if that was me. Yeah, man, that's I mean, you know, I think everybody has moments when they're in bed and they've got their feet hanging over the side of the bed. You're kind of just like, and you just kind of tuck them away. You know, just a little bit paranoid. You know that it's nothing, right? But you just put them back under the covers just in case, right? I think we're all a little bit paranoid with that. I hope that your feet are okay. That's creepy. All right, next story. For a few reasons, my dog sleeps in a different room than I do. And since I wouldn't be able to hear him if he needs to go outside at night, I've installed a baby monitor in his room. That way I can see and hear what's going on without leaving my bed. I think it was around 2 a.m. when I was woken up by a weird sound. My first thought was that it had to be my dog whining, but it looked like he was asleep, so I stayed in bed watching the monitor. A few seconds later, after the first sound, I heard it again, but my dog still wasn't moving. At that point, I was wide awake. Then I saw a dark shadow in the corner of the room, slowly making its way across to where my dog was. There weren't any sounds, but there was something moving. As I was about to get up and investigate, while crapping myself, the shadow reached my sleeping dog, and all hell broke loose. The dog started freaking out and barking, which made me freak out too. I ran across the house, and when I got there and opened the door, my dog flew past me to escape. But when I turned on the lights, there was nothing. No shadow, nothing. I checked every window and door. Everything was locked. I don't know what I saw that night, but it scared the bejesus out of me. My dog refuses to sleep in that room since then, and I threw away my baby monitor. Yo. The poor dog, dude. Poor dog had like the scare of his life. Oh no. It's terrible. I don't blame you. Yeah. It's always the baby monitors. It is, you guys. Whenever I watch scary videos on YouTube, I feel like there's always one story that's got a baby monitor, you know? Maybe baby monitors are just cursed. Or maybe there's always something happening in our house just out of sight. I don't know which one it is. Not gonna lie, I'd keep the baby monitor. You would. Ren, no. Alright. Let's see. There's another one. Dogs see a lot of things. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people say that dogs, they can kind of sense things that the humans can't. You know? I don't know. I don't know whether that they can see things from like another. I don't know. I don't know. Animals have a sixth sense. Yeah, maybe. I think cats can as well. Yeah, you're right, chat. I don't know. That's creepy. Alright, next story. You ready? This happened when I was about 13 to 15 years old, and home alone. It was around 9 p.m. I think, and I had been holed up in my room most of the day, playing video games. I kept hearing noises, but ignored them because I was just getting to the good part of the game. Eventually, I got up to check out the noise. The house was really dark since I kept all the lights out, except for the ones that were in my room. The house was a mess, and there was stuff thrown about everywhere, and it looked like someone had robbed the place. Because I was stupid, I decided to go to see if the person who robbed the place was still in the house instead of calling for help. I looked everywhere, and I only had the bathroom left to check. But I was really scared because I had a gut feeling that the intruder was hiding in there. I didn't stay to check to see if my gut feeling was true. I just ran to my neighbor's place and stayed there till my parents arrived. I still get really nervous now whenever I hear loud banging or doors opening. Yo, I'm glad you went to your neighbor's house. I'm really glad you went to your neighbor's house, because that could have been, honestly, that could have been really, really bad. And you were really young at the time as well, so good idea for leaving. Dude. Was it a burglar for real though? Yeah, I wonder. Hope he did not let me know. That could have been very dangerous, yeah. Forget the light bill, I'm keeping the lights on. All of them. Yeah. Okay, look, not gonna lie, there's so many submissions. And I haven't had time to proofread like all of them because I feel like that would take me hours and hours. So I'm gonna kind of I'm gonna go through these real quick, like wing them and stuff, and I'll let you guys talk while I just approve them and stuff. Is that okay? Yeah, I'll proofread. Ooh, that's creepy. What is this one? Oh no. Okay, do you guys want a really scary story? Okay, these are anonymous. I don't know who sent this one to me. Ready? I've recently been on some meds that cause really bad constipation. One time I pushed too hard and something ripped. It felt like I was giving birth. Personally, it was a very real and horrifying experience, but I'm kind of fine now. That's scarier than some of the stories that we've already read. I hope you're okay. Holy, oh my god. Yo, that's terrifying. Thank you for submitting. Someone's like, my condolences. The true horror story. Oh man. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna read stories instead of proofreading. I'm just gonna go through them. If there's anything that I think that I might end up stopping stories. Also, I apologize if I stutter a little. Not everybody who submitted stories, you know, like English is their first language, so it's understandable, you know. But I'll do my best. Okay, let's see. Let's see this one. This is a really long one. Okay. Hi Ren, I hope you've been well. One true scary story that happened to me was when I was babysitting my 2 little cousins. We were vibing in the living room when I heard sudden loud knocking at the front door. It was roughly 8 p.m. and my aunt and uncle wouldn't be done with work until much later. I wasn't expecting any visitors either. Otherwise they would have called me and let me know. Also, one thing to note is that my aunt and uncle live in a very shady area. Break-ins and vandalism were 2 of the main common things that happened there. Knowing this, I was very alert when I heard someone knock at the door. I remember getting up and going to the door. The TV was on and the boys had been loud just earlier before the unknown person knocked. So naturally, they knew people were home. I felt like suddenly pretending no one was home wouldn't make any sense. I did not dare open the door. Instead, I called out from behind the closed door. Hello? Who is it? I needed to know in case it was someone I knew. A deep voice I did not recognize answered me. Please let me in. I need help. Immediately, my alarms went off in my head. I was told before that needing help was a common tactic people used to get inside homes to hurt families. Or to look around for valuables that they'd want to steal. Then they'd break into the home and take it on another day. I turned my head to my 2 boys near me and whispered to the older 5-year-old to take his 3-year-old brother and hide behind the couch. They looked very scared because they did not recognize the voice and knew from my urgent tone of voice that I was being more serious than usual. They followed my instructions quietly. Then, I told the person outside, I will not let you in the house, but I will call the cops to help you. Please hold on. I pulled out my phone just as the deep voice said hurriedly, No, I don't need the cops. I just need some quick help. That's a red flag. I dialed 911 and told him, they'll be more helpful than me. Please hold on. Can I just stop the story for a second and just say, they are very smart. Very smart. This is the perfect way to deal with this situation, I think. So far, they're being really smart here. Okay, let's continue. When the dispatcher picked up and asked for the emergency, I told them about the person outside the door who needed help. I remember that the person outside was talking. I wasn't paying attention to his words. However, I did note that the person outside was talking louder than before. My hands and voice were kind of shaking and I was nervous. I told the dispatcher the address and the dispatcher asked, Can you ask if the person is hurt? Do they need an ambulance? I said, okay. And I asked the person outside those 2 questions. What happened next shook me to the core. First, let me explain the main wooden front door has another door on the outside. It's a metal one, and it's also locked, thankfully. The person on the outside began to aggressively bang their fists on the metal door and was yelling, Didn't I say no to call the cops? What the fuck? Just let me in, that's it. I dialed 911 and told them, oh, sorry, hang on, that's another one. The person outside was very angry and shouted, I thought I said no to calling the cops. I only need quick help. Then the metal door started to violently shake and I heard a lot of banging noises. It was as if the man outside was holding onto the doorknob and trying to forcefully break it down. At this point, the boys began to cry. They were so scared, I was rattled as well. I immediately called out, The cops can help you more than me. What can I do in here for you? I also asked them to stop banging on the door because they could break it. The person outside was being very mean and calling me names. Suddenly, they threatened to harm me as soon as they could get in. They also added, Oh yeah, your kid too. What the hell is going on here? Holy shit. The dispatcher could hear all of this and instructed me to step away and barricade the door, hide myself in another room, and barricade the door as well. Oh my god. I did as the dispatcher said, using the large shoe rack and one of the seat couch to block the door. The man was still at the door, banging loudly. I grabbed the 2 crying boys in my arms and ran to their room. There I closed the door and began to barricade it with furniture. This is crazy! Holy shit! While I was doing all of this, I told the dispatcher, please, I have the 2 boys with me. Send help fast. How quickly can they come? I was very scared and trying to calm the boys down all at the same time. It was even more frightening because I had children with me, and the person had threatened the boys too. The instructor told me, don't worry ma'am, please calm down. They will be there soon. Grab a weapon just in case, but I'm certain you will not be using it. Those words did help me, and I knew being scared would only scare the children more. I hugged them and told them the police were coming, and that it would be okay. They were crying for their mom and dad, and it broke my heart. This is terrible, dude. Wow, this is such a real one. Holy shit. I also told the boys to hide under the bed. They wanted me to hide under it as well, but I told them it'd be fine. I was too big to be under the bed. They had promised me that I'd hide in the closet instead. I thought I'd add this. Children are so precious. Oh. I was in the closet with the door slightly open, and the only source of light in the dark room was the night light in the wall outlet. At some point, the banging from the front door had stopped, and I told the dispatcher this. I was hopeful. Maybe they had left? The dispatcher told me, keep staying hidden until the police arrive. I swear right when the dispatcher told me this, I saw the shadow of a top of a head come into view through the white window shade. The garage light outside was casting the shadow. It paced back and forth outside like it was trying to look through, and then disappeared. The person was walking around the house now. I was frightened and whispered to the dispatcher about what I saw. The dispatcher told me to stay put and that I'd be fine. They asked if any windows were open, and I told them no. Thankfully, nothing happened. The police did arrive, ringing the doorbell. The dispatcher told me that should be it for them, and to check and for me to check carefully. I told the babies to stay still and walked out to hear the police call. It's the police. I peeked through the window and saw 2 cop cars outside. I was so happy and removed the barricade to find the police and the neighbors outside. It turns out the neighbors had called the police as well, which explains the second cop car. Because of the racket the person outside had been making. The neighbors also confirmed seeing a dark-dressed person trying all the windows of the houses. I'm so happy to say that I can live to tell the tale and the kids are safe. A month or 2 after my aunt and uncle had enough of that neighborhood. They had enough of that neighborhood and moved out. They never caught the person though. This was because neither the neighbor or I got accurate description of the person. The only leads they had was that the person had a deep voice, and somewhat obscure footprints were found in the dirt alongside one of the windows. This is the end of my story. It was the most scariest moment of my entire life, and I hope I never experience anything like this ever again. Everyone, please be careful out there. It's always better to be safe than sorry. Yo, I'm glad that you came out of that safe, and honestly, I think you handled that situation amazingly. Like, I think that there's nothing you could have done better there. Like, you should be proud of yourself. Holy shit, dude, that would be terrifying. Wow, going from, I mean, the ghost stories are scary as well, you know, especially for people who believe in ghosts. But something like that's like another level, dude. Like, props to you for getting through that just so the way you did. Wow, people are scary, dude. Okay, let's see. I'll keep looking for more stories. What is this one? Let's see. Not the spookiest story, I'm sure, but I believe it's worth telling. This took place in a small forest near a town isolated in the mountains of Los Andes? Los Andes? Is that how I pronounce it? Where my grandfather's family lived. The thing is that by night, I went to take a walk after having talked to the friends of my grandfather. which were pretty drunk after the meeting. Near the border between the forest and the road I was walking by, there was an abandoned mine. I was once told by my grandfather that the mine was cursed. However, I didn't believe it at first. But when I was about to leave, I suddenly heard a low-pitched echo, following by the sound of quick footsteps which came out of the mine shaft. Last thing I remember is having ran as fast as my legs could to reach the hotel. The funny thing is that after having told the whole story to my grandfather, he just stared at me for a few seconds and laughed, saying, "Did you seriously believe that the mine was cursed?" Even now, I don't really know what I saw then. Grandpa! Grandpa! You're gaslighting your... What? They saw something. I mean, they heard something. That's terrifying, dude. Grandpa. Maybe it was your grandpa playing a trick on you, you know? Like... No, I don't know what that was. That's creepy. Wow. I got some tea here as well, you guys. Have you got snacks? I hope everybody's got some snacks. Let's see. Wait, what is this? This is a really short one, but this looks kind of creepy. My sister was driving down a street at night when the rosary hanging on her rear view mirror suddenly broke. No warning, no sudden movements or anything. The rope of the rosary just snapped and beads went flying everywhere. She was completely alone on the road, and weirdly, every stoplight she encountered were flashing red. She went straight home after that. Nothing really happened, but it's still kind of creepy. Yeah, what the hell? And the lights were flashing red at the same time? That is weird. That's really weird. I mean, it could have been a coincidence, but that would be a weird, really weird coincidence. Feels like a warning. What is this one? Holy shit. My aunt collected those tall Annabelle-like dolls in her living room, and in the middle of the night, I would wake up to see one standing under the covers, staring at me. I was too afraid to move, so I just rolled over and pretended I didn't see it. I was 7 at the time. I will never forget it. How do you go back to sleep after that? There's no way. There's no way. What? Seriously? Do you guys like dolls? Chat? I don't know, like creepy dolls, like I don't see the appeal of, well, obviously, but you know. But I've seen people that literally I saw a video once on YouTube where someone's like, "Oh yeah, they brought home like a clown doll." They brought home a clown doll, and you know where they put it? They put it on their bedside table, like staring at them. Why would you do that shit? Why would you do that shit? You were asking to be scared. I don't understand that. That's really weird. Very weird. Very weird. Porcelain dolls and clowns are scaring me so much. Kind of creepy, not gonna lie. Alright, let's see. Next story. When I was around 6 years old, I kept having a feeling something was watching me when I slept. It wasn't really a bad feeling, just that I knew someone or something was there. After a while, I felt that feeling during the day too when I played in my room. One day I was spinning around in my room, as kids do, and when I stopped, I felt something push my back. I fell forward and hit the ground. At the same time, the ceiling fan I was just under gave way and hit the ground. If I hadn't have moved when I did, it would have hit me straight on the head. My family leaves it up to my insane luck to have been dizzy enough to fall over out of harm's way, but I know what I felt on my back. That was a hand. I never had that strange watched feeling again after that. Whatever was watching me probably knew about the ceiling fan and wanted to keep me safe. Whatever it was, I give it my thanks. Whoa. That's insane. That's creepy. I mean, like, maybe not creepy, but that's just like what was it? A guardian angel. Yeah, some kind of protector. It's creepy, but thanks, I guess. Yeah, exactly. That's a wholesome ghost. Yeah, it's a wholesome ghost. It was Casper, the friendly ghost. No, I'm glad that you didn't get hurt though. But still, that's a little creepy. All right. Next one. Oh, this one's a bit longer. Okay, let's see. Not something that happened to me, but apparently happened to my dad's coworker some time ago. He told us about it before, and I keep thinking about it, so I wanted to share. And if possible, what do you think actually happened here? Because my skeptic brain doesn't get it. So, there was this office worker that used to travel to small cities on business. In one occasion for his business, he had to visit 2 cities he didn't know. After he finished the work in the first one, he was looking for the better way to go the next. He didn't know the road well, so he had to ask someone. He asked people there which way would be the fastest to the next town. They answered that the tunnel would be the fastest way to get there, but don't use the tunnel at night. Everyone had the same answer. The tunnel is the fastest, but don't use it at night. When he was about to leave, it was already night, and he wanted to get to the town as fast as possible. So thinking, what could be so bad about using it at night? He used the tunnel. The tunnel was unexpectedly longer than he thought, and while he was driving along, the engine suddenly died. He saw the lights all the way in front shut off, one by one. It was really dark because all the lights are dead. As the engine doesn't start, he was scared, so he locked the doors of his car. He heard someone banging on his car window incessantly. Then after a few seconds, the banging stopped and the lights came on. As soon as the lights came on, he started the car and sped out of the tunnel. He was so scared that he returned to his hotel room. The next morning after waking up, he noticed handprints on his car window. He just wanted to erase it, so he went to a car wash ASAP. He just washes them off. He's like, yep, well, that never happened. As he was inside the car, waiting until the car wash was over, the worker at the car wash noticed his door and said, "Sir, if you want me to erase those, you'll need to step out a little, because these handprints didn't come off from outside." Wait, what? Hang on a sec. "Sir, if you want me to erase those, you'll need to step out, because the handprints are on the outside, aren't on the outside of the car. It's from the inside of the car." What? Sorry for my stuttering. Holy shit. Okay, that's creepy. That twist, what? That's actually pretty creepy. What the? I don't know what to make of that, dude. That's really I don't know. Man, it just doesn't sound like it's real, does it? But I mean, I don't know. If it was your dad's friend, your dad's coworker, I don't know, like why would they lie? I don't know. Some people, I feel like some people make these stories up, but I don't know. Ren, I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. It's okay, you guys, don't worry. You'll be able to sleep, just don't put your foot over the side of the bed, okay? You'll be fine. Alright, let's see about this one. This is a shorter one. I was in a grocery store and was getting ready to leave. I left the store after paying. As I was leaving, I felt someone watching me, but I thought that it was nothing. I was driving home and I felt a strange presence. As soon as I got home, I locked the door and I got ready for bed. As I turned off the light and laid down, I heard a knock on my window. My bedroom is on the 2nd floor, by the way. I didn't answer it, and I just laid there hoping it would go away. I ended up falling asleep, but in the morning, my front door was unlocked, and my roommate wasn't back in town. Gladly, nothing like this ever happened again. It was unlocked, so they actually got in. They actually got into your house? My lawyers will be contacting your lawyers. That's enough, Ren. Hey, you knew what you were signing up for, okay? When you came into the stream, all right? You knew. Check under the bed. Oh my god. Maybe that's part 1 to that story that we read before about them feeling scratching on their feet. Nope. Okay, let's see. Next story. I think these are doing pretty good. Like, maybe I didn't really need to proofread a lot of these. Okay, let's go. I live next to a kind of busy road, but at night things get really quiet. Sometimes cars will zip by here and there, but after 1 a.m. or so, there's practically no one out. It's dead quiet. One night, I was awake at around 3 a.m. It's always 3 a.m. I keep my windows open a crack to let cool air in, so I can also hear anything that happens outside my room, since it faces the road. As I'm laying in bed, I hear a car approaching from down the road, and as it passes by, a blood-curdling female scream. A scream that I feel like a person could only make if their life was in danger. I felt my heart drop into my stomach. Something was very wrong. I ran out of bed and outside to see if I could possibly catch a glimpse of the vehicle, but it was long gone. Needless to say, I couldn't sleep that night. It's been over a year since then, and I still think about how horrifying that scream was from time to time. Whoever she was, I hope she's okay. Wow, I got shivers on that one. That's creepy. Dude, I love these types of stories, man. But these are all apparently true. That's actually scary. That's happened to you as well? Oh my god. I'm not sleeping tonight. Thanks, Ren. Hey, these are the Renvaderz stories, not mine, okay? Do I even have any scary stories that, like... Not really, I feel like. I want to have, like, a ghost story. I don't want to have, like, a, you know, like, a creepy, you know, like, actual dangerous, like, human interaction story, because fuck that. Nobody deserves that, you know? Okay, let's see. Next story. Not really scary, but I'm convinced my old rental house was haunted. I mean, that's kind of scary, depending on your viewpoint. It always had a bad aura, and it was gloomy. I'd also see things in the windows that no one else could, as well as things in the mirror. I'd feel stabbing pains, even though I was a really healthy person. I also had chickens, but one day, one of them died all of a sudden. My whole family says it's a heart stroke, but if it was, then how are all the others alive? Its neck was just snapped. What? The owners claimed that the house was brand new, but I'm not sure. Am I just being irrational? If its neck was snapped, I think you can rule out... What? Poor chicken. Chickens often die because of foxes. Oh my... But a fox... a fox would have like taken it away and like eaten it, right? Like its neck snapped. What? I don't know what to make of that one, my friend. I don't have any answers for you. I'm sorry. Maybe a weird neighbor? Yeah, I guess it... But even that, if that's real, like... I don't like that possibility either. I just... In amongst these, I have like some like wholesome... Just wholesome messages from Renvaderz. Thank you, Renvaderz, but this is for scary stories. We gotta stay on topic, okay? What is this one? What was that? Did you guys hear that? That was weird. Okay, let's see. Next one. I think the music's bugging out. Okay, next one. I had a tooth that was growing horizontally that had to be surgically removed on the day of the extraction. I thought that it would be like every other YouTube video where I watched where I would be sleeping and then wake up and it would be done. But no, the dentist did it under local anesthesia. Anesthesia? Did I say that right? So I was awake the entire time. Oh no. It was fine at first, but when they started drilling, I could feel the pain. I started crying and biting the dentist's fingers. So, to tell them that I was in pain, they did another injection on that area and I felt like it was working because my face was getting numb. And then they drilled again and I can feel it hurts so much. Jeez! But at this point, they already used so much anesthesia. How do you fucking pronounce it, dude? I'm ruining the story. So they told me that they couldn't do anything anymore and left me having a panic attack for the rest of the procedure, which took 2 hours. It left me so traumatized I can't even hear the sound of a drill without crying. Worst thing is I have another wisdom tooth that needs to be removed, so I have to go back. That's terrible. Oh my god. That is terrible. That's not even like scary like ghost story, but that's just super uncomfortable. I hope you're okay. That would be a horrible thing to go through. Go to a different dentist? Yeah, maybe. Haven't gone to the dentist in a good 3 months. No one likes the dentist, do they? Especially after something like that, that'd be terrible. Okay, next story. My family used to rent a house, and I often had horrible dreams in it. The place in my dream was always my house, and so was my mother, and all the relatives who came to my house for the night had suffered from ghosts pressing the bed. I was 7 or 8 years old at the time, and I had been losing sleep at night. That day I was awake in a daze when I suddenly saw a slender shadow in the living room. Another one of these? Almost as high as the roof, floating quickly past. I'm sure I was awake, and I closed my eyes for a long time before I forced myself to fall asleep. And then we moved out of the house, and I hardly had any more horrible dreams again. Your house was haunted, dude. Your house was haunted with Slenderman again. Yo, why are so many of these demons? I don't know. Like, so many of these creatures, these shadow figures that people see, they're like really tall and like lanky and thin. Yeah, it sounds like Slenderman. I don't know why so many people see him. Like, is that a coincidence? Or maybe it's just like hallucinations that like a lot of people just have, you know, just like based on hearing ghost stories. I don't even know. I don't know what to think about that one. Time to get out. Wasn't me this time, I swear I'm short. Yeah, it wasn't a Renvader, that's for sure. Because all the Renvaders are little shorties. Okay, let's see. Hang on, let's find another one. Where's this one? Some fighting words, Ren. Oh, I just glanced at the chat. Everybody's mad at me. All right. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. It's okay, Renvaders. It's just a joke. Don't worry. Okay, next one. In 5th grade, me and my classmates stayed late at school to work on a project. And we settled close to this big old tree in a court. The tree was rumored to be haunted. But at that time, I had no idea. And our school is pretty old. In the middle of working, we noticed a figure sitting on one of the benches across the court. Not many lights were on, so it was pretty dark. We didn't mind it much, but after a while, it became uncomfortable, and the temperature got colder. The place also got extremely quiet. Not even birds could be heard. I kept glancing at the figure, then told my friend that we move somewhere with more light. And while we were fixing our stuff, I noticed the figure was gone. We were walking down the corridor that led to the canteen where most kids, usually the athletes, were waiting to be picked up. We then heard heavy, almost dragging footsteps behind us. And the cold feeling came back, and we were hella scared, and just bolted. It was a one-way corridor, and we were the only ones there. Nope. Nope. Get the fuck out of there. Oh my god. No longer scared, just betrayed. Wow, that's weird. That's weird. What the hell is this one? Okay, this isn't like typical scary. This is just like, holy shit. Okay. When I was 11 years old, I tried to do a backflip into a pool. I slammed my head onto the concrete edge and almost died on my birthday. I have a battle scar on my forehead now. That is horrible. I hope you're okay. I've heard stories of people doing that next to, you know, next to the pool. That's really dangerous. I'm glad you're okay though, holy shit. Seems like Final Destination. I did that, but it wasn't my birthday. Why would you do that? I mean, I can understand you'd want to do like a, you know, you want to be cool and like do a backflip, you know. I did a backflip on a trampoline once, and I like landed on my head, like landed on my chin, so it like pushed my jaw like up in the, you know. I did that shit once. I'm pretty sure it made one of my teeth fall out. When I was a little kid. Yeah, pretty sure that's how one of my teeth fell out. Oh no, is it lagging? The stream is lagging? Are you okay? Yeah, I was okay. I was fine. Yeah, I remember you told us before. Oh, I already told that story? Okay. My bad. Let's see. Let's find another story. Are you guys enjoying the stream, by the way? Do you like this sort of content from me? Ren, I did the same on a metal vent? Ow! Holy shit. It's terrible. Okay, let's see. All right, next story. In 5th grade. Wait, is this the same one? I think this is the same one. Wait, is it? Yeah, it's the same one, my bad. Some of these get submitted multiple times, I think. Maybe it's a glitch with the app. Or maybe it's Ghost-kun messing with us right now. Lagging again? Why? Why is it lagging? Let's see. I'm gonna do a speed test. Hope this will become a weekly thing. Oh, you like it that much? Damn. No! Why is it lagging? YouTube. Refresh, maybe? Yeah, maybe refresh. It says my internet's fine. Yeah, my internet's fine. I think it's just YouTube. I don't actually think it's Australia this time. Wow! Yeah, maybe just refresh, you guys. Refresh. If stream is lagging. YouTube being weird. Okay. Alright, you guys ready for the next one? Let's do this. I've had experiences where late at night I see a ghost of a family member walking in the hallway. It first happened with my great-grandpa, and he was a sleepwalker. I woke up to hear his snores and see him sleepwalking when I knew he was in his country. 1 week later, I found out that he died in his sleep. Oh my god. The same thing happened with my grandmother on my mother's side, but I woke up to find her watching me sleep and whispered to me to watch over my mother. 1 week later, she died in her house, and I watched it happen over video call. Oh, that's terrible. Before she died, she whispered to me the same way I heard her the week before. The experience has happened with my 6 family members I knew. Even if I close my doors at night, I will wake up to the door open, or no door at all sometimes. Wait, no door at all? What? These experiences happen when I sleep over at my grandmother's father's side, their home. And we have also had many encounters with ghosts in that house, like the radio being turned on randomly. Oh my god. Wait, no door though? Hang on, I must not be understanding that properly. Oh, listen to this scary story. You guys ready? Ready for this one? Once I went back home and saw my dog drinking water in the toilet. First was just silence. And then he saw me. And he rushed to me and he kissed me all over my makeup. Ah! Gross! Susan is actually fucking up the stream right now. Susan, why? Susan. Yeah, I'm getting like the error message. I think YouTube is going through something right now, you guys. No, I was enjoying this stream. No. Stay with me, Renvaderz. Don't go into the light. Stay with me. Maybe it's the ghost Ren? Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe this stream is actually cursed. The stream is fine here. Okay, it might just be in certain places. I guess I'll just keep going. It's kind of fine for me. I'm holding. Don't say that. Maybe it's regional? Yeah, it could be. I don't know. Don't know what's going on. Let's see. I guess all we can do is just keep going. Because my internet, I just did a speed test. Everything's fine here. Okay, it's okay now? Okay. Whew. All right, let's do this. Next story. This is a story when I was in junior high school. We went on a school trip to another province to look at historical places. As youngsters, of course, we were having a lot of fun doing silly things, joking around, taking pictures, and so on. When it was time to go back to our lodge, it was already dark at that time. We were looking through the pictures taken that day, and I saw a picture of someone with long hair that covered their entire face peeking through between my friends. And it was seen in multiple photos as well. Oh my god. I was completely shocked by it. I threw the camera and let my friends see it. They all saw the same pictures. The mood suddenly became creepy, so we told our teacher about it. She said it's gonna be fine, don't think about it. So we headed to the lodging with a very scared heart. The next morning I told my friends from the other class about the photos and wanted to show them, but suddenly it was gone. The pictures were still there in the camera, but the person with the long hair is gone. That's weird. I was gonna say, like, why did the teacher just tell you everything was fine, but I guess the teacher didn't see it? Maybe the ghost was just showing themselves to you. For what reason, I wouldn't know. That's weird. Weird. What is this one? Hello, Ren. I hope you don't mind. I want to share my experience about sleep paralysis. It's happened to me 4 years ago. But before, I want to ask you about sleep paralysis. Have you ever experienced it? Do you believe in it? Oh, I believe in it. I've heard people who have had experience with it. It sounds terrible. Let's see what happened to you. For me, I believe it. In the past, when I tried to sleep alone in my older brother's room, I don't have my own room for me, is what they said in brackets. So his room was rarely slept in. And when I was a child, I graduated from high school. I slept in it with my mom. Then not longer after falling asleep, my eyes suddenly opened. I woke up and I couldn't move my body. I panicked and prayed to be released from it. I felt when I had sleep paralysis, it's like someone was hugging me from behind. I tried my best to get out of bed, but I couldn't. I prayed as hard as I could, and finally, after a few moments, I was able to move and immediately ran to my mom's room and cried silently. The end. I will keep this experience from my mom forever. I wrote this in the middle of the night. That's scary, dude. I feel bad for anybody who has experienced sleep paralysis. I know a lot of people were warning me about it when I mentioned that I was really into wanting to lucid dream. But thankfully, it's never happened to me. Not yet. I hope it doesn't. Ran to my Ren. I experience it regularly. Ah, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear. I wouldn't wish that upon anyone. Okay, let's see. What is this one? Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna read these ones out, you guys. We'll see how they go. I don't know. When I was 13 years old, my brother came back from a party at 2:30 a.m. or something like that, and woke me up. Thanks to the noise he made while rearranging his bed a little, I took the opportunity to get some water since I woke up extremely thirsty. In the kitchen, the faucet is facing a window that leads to the backyard, and while I was drinking, I saw a white figure outside and thought, "Oh shit, I forgot to bring my bathrobe back," since it was near where our clothes are hanging to let them dry during the day. And I left the kitchen, but when I was in my hallway, my robe and my other towels were all there. I ran back into my room, scared, and I slammed the door shut. That's weird. That's weird. The robe ghost. Yeah, it was the ghost of a bathrobe. You ran naked back to your room. I don't know if that's what they meant, but I'd be creeped out too. Wait, you didn't go back to see? You didn't go back to like, you know, to suss it out? I would have gone back and I would have been like, wait, is it actually like a what is it? I would have gone back, you know. I would have investigated and then I probably would have died, you know. Why would they go back? Well, I don't know, you know, like why, Ayo? And I goes, Kya, what? Let's see. Okay. Hello, Ren. I'm going to share an experience I've been through recently. One day, I was rushing to meet my friends at the train station because I was late. When I arrived at the meeting spot, which is an exit of the station, there was no one. Therefore, I texted them immediately to see whether I was going to the wrong place. Then they texted me back with a photo. The background of the photo is exactly the same where I was standing. The same sign, same escalator, same store, but only without seeing any of my friends. There was no one. I suddenly felt like I may have walked into a parallel universe or another timeline, just without any of my friends. I was so scared and I almost cried. I just ran away, trying to escape from this. However, later I found out that there's the same exit where it's just a few steps away. Bruh! I'm sorry it wasn't a true ghost story, but it was really scary for me. Oh no. The true, okay. You should be in Niji Lost. Oh no. I feel bad for you though. Cause I had a kind of similar experience where it well, not super similar experience, but like I had gone back to meet up with my friends at this one place, and I just ended up in a place that looked almost exactly the same, but they weren't there, and I was like, where the hell is everyone? And then I just realized later that I was stupid. Who said different server? I feel bad for laughing so hard. It's okay, it's okay. Hey, at least you didn't actually slip into a parallel universe or something, you know? Whew, that was a close call. Oh shit, I like the way this story starts off. You guys ready? Next story. I decided to mess with a spirit board. Oh wait, hang on, this is part 2 of a story. Wait a sec. Where's the part 1? No, where's the part 1? No, I can't find the part 1. No, I wanted to read that one. Shit. Maybe we'll see it later on. Dude, do you guys actually believe that Ouija boards do something? You know? Do you actually think they're real? Like the effects that they have? Yes. I mean, when I did that in the last stream, and I did that with my phone, you guys seemed pretty freaked out. Personal experience? Yes. Really? Like actually? They do something in Phasmo for sure. I'm telling you, yes they are. Yes, 100%. I want to believe you guys, but I don't know. Like, I just can't. I feel like I have to try it for myself, you guys. One day. What is this one? This is one of the scariest things that has ever happened to me. It brings me chills down my spine just thinking about it. I was in my room looking at my phone when I saw something move. I looked up and my body froze and my heart started beating faster. A horrifying sight flying in the air. Having a blade at the end of its body, sharp eyes that could pierce my skin, and sinister wings A wasp. A dangerous creature. That is kind of scary though. Wasps are actually scary. Like you don't want to be stung by a wasp. I swiftly got up from my petrified state and got to the closest object towards me and killed it quickly, but hitting it mercilessly with no remorse, knowing that I have saved myself from dying to this atrocious creature. Wasps are scary, dude. Like, I don't blame you for being scared of that. Jeez. Okay, this is a story about maybe like a personal fear that somebody has. I don't know. Let's read this one. My scary story isn't that scary, but once when I was 9 years old, I was walking home back from school, and there were 3 dogs that came running towards me. One was big, and the other one was medium. Keep in mind, I was walking by myself in no supervision. The dogs weren't friendly, and the big dog kept barking at me. In my mind, I thought it was going to bite me if it didn't go away soon enough. But eventually, all 3 dogs ran away, and I was horrified and confused. When I got home, I told my mom and she called animal control. But I never knew if they found those dogs. So ever since then, I've been afraid of dogs now. Aw. I'm sorry to hear that started a kind of fear for you. I mean, especially when you're young, if you see like a big dog, you know, like a stray dog on the street, like it can be kind of very scary because they're like bigger than you at that point, right? Oh, that was me in my persona. Get out of here, chat. Get out of here. But hey, I hope you can overcome that fear, at least with like other people's pets and stuff, because like dogs are so awesome. I can't imagine life without dogs, honestly. You guys know I love dogs. But I'm sorry to hear that really scared you. What is this? Ooh. Wait, part 1? I don't see a part 2 of this story. No! Maybe some people just forgot to submit part 2s. I don't know. I got attacked by 5 dogs and I cry every time one comes by. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear. That could be scary. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Next story. When I was 9 years old, me and my family were driving home from our grandma. An accident happened in the middle of nowhere. No ambulance was there yet. I only saw the woman that had the car accident, that was in the car accident, kneeling down, but I didn't see her face. In front of me were some people checking on her. After we drove by, my mom told me and my sister not to look back, but it was too late. I was already looking back. I saw the woman's face full of blood. I couldn't see blood and stuff back then. In the night, I couldn't sleep because all I was thinking of was the woman's face. That's scary, dude. Next day at school, I tried not to think of her. In the break, I went to the toilets. The school bathroom had lights, but it was still a bit dark in there. When I finished and I started walking to the door to open, it suddenly... Wait, hang on a sec. When I finished and walked to the door to open it, suddenly the woman kneeling with her face bleeding was in the way crying. In the background was loud screaming that didn't come from her. I flinched quickly and ran out. After that, I was walking in the classroom trying to pretend nothing happened, but still I had to think of her all day. After a while, I finally didn't think of her anymore. On the last day in elementary school, I went to the school bathroom, and after finishing, I heard this same exact screaming again. I was so glad it was my last day of school. What? There's no way. There's no way. Is that really real? Is that really real? Really? Did it really happen? That's... If that's actually a thing that happened, that's terrifying. Could it have been your imagination? Like... That makes no sense to me. Legit PTSD? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe hallucination. You guys, I've never experienced hallucinations before, so I don't really understand personally, you know? That's creepy. That's really creepy. Okay. Next story. My roommate and I moved into an old apartment. My room has no door since it was heavily damaged due to age, so we have a curtain on it to give me some privacy. We are late sleepers, so at 3 a.m. or something, I feel like my roommate is standing behind the curtain. I even tell her, you can come in, but she didn't move. And until I looked at it, I saw that no one is there. I'm convinced that she is there, though. Sorry, this is a little hard with the way they type this. Last time I could clearly hear my roommate telling me to go to her room, so I walked out of mine. But before going in, I saw at the front door her key was hanging there, so I thought I just imagined it. Or, sorry, her key was not hanging there. My bad, sorry. So I went back to my room, but I heard it again. This time, even our cat got up and walked to her room. Whoa, what? But I could see from the curtain that she stood at her room door in an angry, defensive position, then ran back to me. I sent my roommate a text, and she confirmed that she was not there. After that, I put my headphones in to ignore if she called me again, because I'm not going in there. What? Yo, even the cat responded though. That's weird. That's weird. You know, whenever I watch scary videos on YouTube, where it's got, you know, like footage from the recording or whatever, it's always the videos where the animals respond to the same thing that I'm like, how do you fake that? How do you fake that? That's weird. I don't understand. You know? Like the ones where it's just you know, like a girl or like a dude just like in their house, and then like something falls over or whatever, and you know, I'm just like, you could stage that, but whenever there's animals involved, I'm just like, very weird. Okay, let's see. Hi, Ren. I hope you're doing well. I'm pretty sure what happened to me isn't that scary, but it was definitely pretty scary being in it. A few years ago, when I was in high school, we went to Paris as our end-of-year trip. We stayed in a hotel. Nothing fancy, small rooms and all of that. I stayed with a friend and another girl. She slept on the top bed, bunk. Oh yeah, on the top bed. It was a bunk bed type of situation. Me and my friend got the bottom ones. The first night I was trying to sleep when I noticed my cover was being slowly pulled. I was facing the bathroom, and there was no way in hell that I wouldn't hear the girls moving if it were one of them. I just held onto the covers really hard and shut my eyes. Didn't dare to open them. Eventually, I fell asleep. On the second night, nothing happened to me, but my friend complained something touched her foot. On the last night, though, I was sound asleep when I got the biggest slap ever across my face. I immediately woke up screaming. Until today, I don't know what it was. Yikes. Love you always. Thank you for submitting that story. That's creepy. What? I hope it wasn't one of your friends. That's messed up. The ghost slap. Damn. These ghosts. What's their problem? Jeez. It's messed up. It slapped you? How dare. That's messed up. Okay, let's see. This next story. On a ghost festival night, I was on my phone under a coconut tree during the family gathering. There were people near me making offerings and burning paper to the dead. When I tried to fall asleep that night, I heard giggles from the ceiling, as if it was someone hovering on the top of me giggling. I thought it was my ceiling fan squeaking, but I didn't have it on that night. I told my mom about it the next morning, and she told my dad she saw someone besides me. Wait, she saw someone standing beside me last night. What? He thought it was one of my cousins, but I was alone. Long story short, a girl followed me home, and I had to go through a long procedure to get rid of it. What? A lot of weird things happened that night. My nephew said a scary-looking old man yelled at him when they were playing hide and seek, but we don't have an old man in our family, and he was the only one able to see him. Never play hide and seek never play hide and seek at night, kids. What? I'm getting surprisingly creeped out by these stories. Yeah, man, I think I'm getting goosebumps too. Some of these stories. I'll let you know when I get goosebumps as well. Okay, let's see. This one's a two-parter. Okay. The dorm that my friends... Okay, hang on. This one might be a little bit hard for me to read. Let's try. Okay. So, the dorm that my friends were staying at was a two-story building. The lower floor is a cafe and restaurant, and the rest was rented for students to stay at. At the back of the dorm, there was a big tree facing directly at the window. At that time, I was staying in the dorm. E was their housemate. I guess that's the name they're giving them. E was the housemate and told us, "Don't open the window at night." We didn't think too much of what they said. We thought it was because the smell of the greasy gas or something. As the time passed, it's already midnight now. We decided it's time for us to sleep, so we put two single beds together to make one bed. Unfortunately, we left the window wide open. One of my friends, C, was sleeping on the right side facing with the window. Another friend, Y, was in the middle and I was near the door. We said goodnight and slept together. I couldn't sleep well because it was way too hot, so I woke up to adjust the fan speed. I checked my phone. It was 3 a.m. Oh shit. I noticed C wasn't asleep, so I asked her, "Couldn't sleep, huh?" She nodded her head, and there was silence as she watched Y sleeping. I joked and said, at least someone is sleeping well. Try not to stay up late." She replied to me with a yes and good night. So I went back to sleep. The next morning, I asked C what time she went back to bed. She was confused and said the three of them all slept at the same time. I told her that... Okay, I got chills. I told her that... I asked her, "Didn't you wake up in the middle of the night?" She keeps saying that she didn't. So I was thinking, maybe I was dreaming. I went to E's room and told her about it. Her face suddenly turned pale and said, "I don't think that's a person you're talking..." Oh, sorry. And said, "I don't think that was a person you were talking to last night. It was a ghost." E explained why and asked us not to open the window at night because she knew there was a ghost on the tree. The ghost just lives in the tree? Holy shit. The ghost is Tarzan. After listening to what she said, I can feel the chill down my spine, even till today. That's creepy, dude. that one gave me chills. That one did give me chills. Tarzan's ghost came in through the window. Tarzan's ghost burst through the window. "Me, ghost. You." Living. That's creepy, dude. I don't know. Wah, I don't like that. Alright, let's see. Next story. I've seen before, it's true, they like big trees. Wait, really? Ghosts like trees? Yo, ghosts like touching grass? Okay, I really gotta meet a ghost now. Alright, let's do this next one. Next story. Wait, is this the same one? Yeah, it is. Okay, hang on. This happened in my middle school. I stayed to draw on the blackboard by my teacher until very late. There was no light around me except for my classroom. In order to not be locked in the school, I had to go to the gatehouse on the first floor to get the spare key. Wait, what? How did you even get in this situation? When I went back upstairs again, there was a boy with a school bag playing with his mobile phone and walking in front of me. I just followed him, playing with my mobile phone because my classroom was on the top, so I didn't have to look at the floor. The boy was super silent, and suddenly my head hit the iron door too hard. What? And the sound echoed through the empty floor. Did you pass out or something? I had already went to the roof. The guy who walked in front of me just disappeared suddenly. I looked around only for darkness and silence. I didn't react at the moment, but when I went back, the more I thought about it, the more scared I became. This is my true story. I hope you have a nice day. I didn't really understand that one as much, but did you, like, how did you hit your head? That's weird. I have no idea what happened in that story, but I hope you're okay now. That's creepy. Okay, let's see. What? What the hell is this one? Okay, ready? Ready? Next story. When I was little, my mom owned a clinic, and my siblings and I always used to hang out there. I think what happened is my older sister and I got into a fight because I wanted to play on the computer, and she also wanted to play. We fought, and she won, so I got upset and ran. After that, my mom noticed I was missing. All the staff, patients, my mom and siblings searched for me. After a couple of hours, they found me in a medicine cabinet, and it was high up, and they didn't know how or who put me there. I was around 2 years old. What? How the hell did you get... Maybe you're just a good climber. Maybe you're just a really good climber when you were 2 years old. 2 years old? Wait, how old was your sister? That's weird. Babies are insane like that for real. Yeah, that kids do crazy stuff, to be honest. Yeah, but 2 years old, really? Man. Someone got annoyed about the noisy kid. Oh no. Spider-Man? Spider-Man is baby. Oh my god, that's crazy. Okay, let's see. This one, they give it a title. My Haunted Dorm. Okay, let's read this. During my first year of university, I lived in a dorm with 3 other girls. After waking up from a nap one afternoon, I sat up and laid my head against the wall. 2 of my roommates had already returned from class and were at their desks. Their backs were facing away from the door. My bed was near the front. I was looking down at my phone, still feeling groggy, when suddenly I heard the door swing open. I looked up thinking it was my 3rd roommate returning, but instead, I was met with the shocking realization that there was no one on the other side of the door. The door had swung open and slammed immediately. The thing about these doors, though, was that you needed a keycard to enter. Scan the keycard, and the door clicks open. The handles also do not move simultaneously. This means if you turn a handle from the outside, the inside doesn't turn, and vice versa. I remember seeing the handle had turned from the inside, meaning whatever had turned the handle was inside the room. Whoa, okay, I got chills on that one. Holy shit. Well, you got visited. You got visited by something. That's creepy. Nah, man, nah. Casually crying. Oh, man. That's weird. Okay. Let's see. The story about... Hang on a second. Wait, what? My family... Really? Wait, is this a true story or is it... Hang on a sec. Okay, let's read this one out. My family has supernatural abilities, which is... Wait, which is people in my area still often have. My dad can see ghosts when he wants to and communicate with spirits. When I was little, I could do that too. Wait, what? How? Is that real? Is this real? Hang on. So when I was little, we had a jackfruit tree in the front of our house. I often played until sunset with my neighbors. Every time I came home, I always heard someone would call me from that tree. I remembered it was a male voice. Like he wants me to come to that tree. When I heard it, I cried on the porch until my parents came to pick up. They cut down the tree when I heard there was blood dropping from its trunk? Yo, no, this isn't real. Is this real? No. When I was little, I had a 4-foot-high wooden wardrobe in my room. On top of the cupboard, there was a scary granny ghost. She lay, and I've never seen her legs. What? She often scavenges something with her hands while calling my name. She also said that I was their grandchild and would get angry when my father would chase her away. Because of that, when my father forcefully chased her away, I immediately felt ill. Well, that's the story when I was little. Now I can't see ghosts anymore because my eyes were closed. It's kind of crazy because this time I hardly sense them. I don't know what to think about that story. Not the granny ghost. Wait, Ren, aliens are scared of ghost stories? I mean, look, you guys, if I'm being honest, I need to experience a ghost story. Like an actual ghost experience in person for me to truly believe. But I do like listening to other people's stories. And it's not that I don't believe the stories. It's just that I think that there must be something else going on. You know what I mean? Like there has to be. Until I experience something like that in person, it's hard not to be skeptical, you know? No, you don't. Fair. Yeah. Stop saying that. You're inviting things to happen and you don't want that. I don't know. Oh, what is this one? When I was about 8 years old, I had been having night terrors until I was 10, so when I would go to sleep, I would always wake up at around 2 or 3 in the morning, paralyzed, unable to move. Sleep paralysis, right? So I would try to call for my mom, but my mouth wouldn't move. I could only move my eyes. So when I would look around, I would always just look at my room, trying to wait for the paralysis to wear off. But this time was different. While I couldn't move, the hair on my arms stood up, and I immediately got goosebumps for some weird reason. So I tried looking around again, and I saw something in the corner of my room, just crouching like a frog. I tried my hardest to pretend I was asleep, but I couldn't close my eyes, so I just stared at the figure. But all of a sudden, the figure came at the foot of my bed, but he hopped like a frog instead of walking, and hopped on my bed, and just stared at me with its black face. With its blank face, it lunged at me, and then I woke up in a cold sweat. I slept with Mom for 4 years after that. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, that's sleep paralysis, like 100%. That's gotta be, right? That's gotta be. I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. That's creepy. I don't know. Not a scary story, but I woke up to find out that my brother ate the last glazed donut. It was truly horrifying. Oh my god, that is terrifying. That's the scariest story we've heard this whole stream. The last glazed donut? What the fuck? That's messed up. Oh my god. Okay, this one's a bit more of a real story. Or not real. What is this? Just more like this is humans doing bad things story. Do you guys want me to read this one? Why isn't it? Okay, let's do this one. I was walking home at around 2 a.m. because late university nights be like that, when I felt someone was watching me. Granted, it's 2 a.m. and I'm paranoid as hell, so it wasn't an unfamiliar feeling, but that night felt slightly different, a deeper chill than usual. As I was turning into the street where my house was, the streetlights are scarce, but thankfully enough, they illuminate most of the area. I see a flicker of movement out of the corner of my eye. I carry a small pocket knife with me specifically for these nights, for safety purposes, so my right hand immediately flies into my jacket pocket. Gripping the knife, as I peek a little more over my shoulder to see. I look over my shoulder to find a man about 7 or so meters away from me. Now, my street has a bunch of students, so naturally, there will be others who are also going home in the dead of night. So again, nothing new. I didn't pay much attention to it at the time, so I kept walking, with my hand on my knife just in case. I was right to do so, because not long after, I felt a chill down my spine. It might have been the cold night air, or my body's natural instincts, but whatever it was, I felt the need to look back again. So I took another peek over my shoulder, only to find that the man's pace had quickened ever so slightly, and he was definitely gaining on me. I picked up my walking speed a little and kept going, but this time I continued to keep an eye on the man, who kept up his pace with me. Naturally, I was pretty spooked by this, and my house was still at least a good 300 meters away, so I decided to confront the guy head on. Oh shit. Pivoting 180 degrees, I made direct eye contact with the man, and there were two concerning things I noticed. The first was that his hands were also in his pockets, which is pretty normal, but given the fact I had a knife, it was entirely possible that he had one and he was going to mug me. Thanks, brain. But the second most damning thing is that he actually stopped at the very moment I looked at him. I don't think he actually noticed that he was gaining on me, since I had Bluetooth earphones in my ears, but they had died earlier, so I wasn't actually listening to anything. I maintained my stare, hoping and praying this man would just give up and walk away. That was probably only 10 or so seconds, but it felt like an eternity. But thankfully, the man eventually walked away back to the shadows he came from. After that, I sprinted home, ordered therapy McDonald's, and locked myself in my room. Thankful to have survived that awful ordeal. I'm sorry that happened to you. That's creepy. I mean, it could have been... I mean, I don't know. The fact that he started walking faster and he was kind of behind you, I don't know. Like, that seems sus to me. That seems really weird. I mean, I guess it could have been, like, just a coincidence, but I don't know. If you were feeling like something was wrong, I don't know. I'm glad you got out of there safe, though. Therapy McDonald's, I know, right? Yeah, it's a bit dangerous if they know you're home as well. That's true. Yeah. I'm glad. So you walked the other direction, I guess. Yeah. Thank goodness nothing worse happened. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What? Okay, let's see. It's not letting me see anymore. Hang on. No, there's more than this. I know there's way more than this. Hang on, I might have to refresh the page. General advice: if you think someone is following you, start running, and if they run too, then bang on the nearest door for help. I honestly don't know what the best thing to do in one of those situations would be. Like, that's scary. Okay, let's see. This happened when I was walking home late at night after making our project. On the way home, there was a dark alleyway that I have to go through. By the time I got there with my flashlight ready, a stranger is walking towards me. He stopped midway, but I just continued walking. The light caught him, and it was an old man. He turned his back, maybe because of the light flashing him. The time I passed him, somebody screamed, "Don't stop!" I ran quickly out of there. When I got home, I thought of something weird. That screaming voice was coming from a woman. I never went home late and alone again. What? What? That's... Ooh, that's creepy. Jeez, dude. I can't believe so many people have had experiences like this. This is... I feel like I haven't had anything like this in my life. I mean, like, I'm not mad about it, but, you know, like ghost stories and stuff are one thing, but, like, dude, people are scary. It's weird. Let's see. Oh shit. That was my phone. Yeah, that's my phone. When I was little, maybe 3 years old, one time I was at my grandma's house, and I told my mom I saw someone standing in the stairwell connecting the first floor to the second floor. I described how the man looked to my mom, and it turned out to be my great-grandfather who passed away years ago. The other time I was traveling with my family, we were driving on a highway with many graves next to the road. I suddenly asked my family, "Why is there so many people standing there?" I pointed at where those graves are. Apparently, I saw people gathering in that graveyard when none of my other family members saw any. I don't really remember seeing all that because I was too young, but my mom told me about these stories. That's weird. That's weird. And why would, why would your parent make that up? Why would your mom make that up? Yeah, that's really weird. They see dead people? Oh my god. They're Haley Joel Osment. You see dead people. Damn. Okay. Next story. We spent half a month visiting various universities in Canada. One night on our way to a place, we chose an old hotel. The room card was put at the front desk, but there was no one in the reception. Because there were so many of us, we divided the rooms by ourselves. We shared the twin room with 4 people because we were afraid. The hotel room layout is strange. There's a door to open the next room. As soon as we entered the room, the door connecting the 2 rooms was banged vigorously. Sorry. We thought it was a prank of the people living next door, so we went out of the room and knocked on the door of the next room, hoping to stop them from doing that. But for a long time, no one answered us. So we asked our fellow teachers who lived in the next room. The teacher told us that no one lived in the room next to ours. Oh, oh shit. I mean, it could have been, I don't know, like, maybe someone was playing a prank. I don't know. I stayed in a old hotel once, actually, with some friends in America, and there were some people following us, but it turned out that they were just like people that knew me, you know, and they were just, but it was still creepy though because it was in a haunted hotel, you know, and they were kind of like followed us like back to my room. But it didn't last long, and they went away. But it was still a little bit creepy, just because of the environment, right? Like a creepy hotel. Yeah, this is just a prank, bro. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, kind of like that. That's yeah, that's scary too, though. Yeah, it was a little bit weird. Well, not a little bit weird. It was weird. I don't know. I guess when I'm in those situations, I'm just like, it's not that scary. It's just, you know, like. But then when I think about them later, I'm kind of like, oh shit. Okay, let's see. Next story. Hang on, what is this one? All these scary stories, but the scariest one is the thought of a life without you. Ooh, woo. Wow. Okay, thanks for lightening the mood a little bit, though. So smooth. All right, next story. Me and my dad were lost in the mountains. We had been walking for hours, and we were beginning to despair when we noticed an old woman following us from a distance. I already hate how this is starting. This is I don't like this setup at all. We were confused, but the old woman seemed to be guiding us in the right direction. Guiding you in the... Did you talk to them? We followed her since we were desperate. She never spoke or looked up, but she kept her eyes on the path ahead. We followed the old woman for what felt like an eternity until we finally reached the path that would lead us back home. The old woman stopped and stood there. We went past her, and when we looked back, she was gone. We were left there with more questions than answers. Who was this mysterious woman? What was she doing on the mountain in the first place? No matter how many questions we asked ourselves, we would never know the answers. But we were grateful for their help, and thankful that they were able to make it back, that we were able to make it back home safely. My dad said it may be the mountain dweller, and is not a human. I find it fascinating. That's weird. It's scary, but she's kind of kind? Yeah. I guess there's like good spirits as well, you know? Mountain dweller. Okay. Next story. I'll preface this by saying I'm not usually a non-believer in the supernatural. Wait, you're not usually... Oh, sorry. I'm usually a non-believer in the supernatural. I was like, wait, what? But this has been something I've never been able to logically explain. When I was in middle school, my friends and I tried to make a tree house in a small clump of trees near an abandoned building near my neighborhood. While my friends went to grab a few things from around the area, I stayed setting some things up in the trees. I heard movement of the branches behind me, and looked behind me and saw this terrifying pitch black creature on all fours with glowing eyes. What? It looked hairless to me and humanoid, but I ran out of there as fast as I could, and when my friend looked, there was nothing, and we just went back to making our treehouse. Could have just been an animal in my imagination. And quick glance played tricks on me, but I'll never forget what I thought I saw. Yeah. Wait, so it's making me think of, you know, like the rake? Have you guys seen that? The rake. That creature, that skinless kind of humanoid character. Not character, like creature. Maybe don't Google it if you haven't seen it and you don't like creepy things. Okay. Yeah, it's creepypasta, the rake. Skinwalkers. Next story. I was going home alone late at night from work when I noticed someone walking behind me. Isn't this always the best? Isn't this always the best setup for a story? It's so creepy, dude. Usually I walk slower so the people behind me can walk ahead of me, if they really are not following me. Kind of dumb now that I think about it. No, actually, I do that sometimes too. I usually walk really fast to get around people that are walking annoyingly slow, you know? Or I just like let them walk past and I'm just like, just fucking go, just go. You know? I don't know, I get annoyed at like people walk. I don't know why. Maybe that's just like a weird peeve of mine, you know? Anyways, back to the story. I don't think it's weird, by the way. However, this time they still walked behind me, even if I walked a little slower. I got kind of scared, so I walked a little faster this time, and thankfully, I reached a convenience store. My heart is beating so fast at this point. I went inside the convenience store and I pretended to buy something. I saw from the corner of my eye that a man stayed in the front of the door of the convenience store, and the crew was looking at me and the man, but they said nothing. I bought a lot of snacks instead and ate those inside the store. Stayed for an hour until the man left. I looked to the left and to the right before I ran immediately to my boarding house thereafter. He literally stayed there for an hour while you were in there? Okay, no. Okay. Yeah, that's not a coincidence at that point. That's weird. He was waiting. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, good work just staying inside. You want to stay in a place with other people, you know? Yeah, that's... Ooh, I don't like that. I'm glad you got out of there safe. Holy shit. What? Okay, next story. This may not be from my perspective, but I've seen it on the CCT camera. At least. This is about my cousin's house. To give some context, it used to be my family house. It was right next to an abandoned house in which my family thought was haunted due to hearing knocks on the doors and footsteps, only to find no one in there. One day, one of the nannies was feeding the two cousins, but all of a sudden, the nanny seemed lost in thought. She then started speaking in a very low voice. It wasn't normal. It sounded like a demon had come and possessed her. She was calling my cousin's name in an aggressive manner and tried to grab her. Quickly, the nanny took my cousin outside the room. The possessed nanny started crawling on the floor and was speaking more aggressively. Another nanny came, and they both pinned her to the ground while praying to God for the ghost to leave her body. And after some time, it finally left. The nanny who was pinned laid on the floor crying. What the fuck is going on in this story? No, no. You saw that on CCTV? Come on. No, you did. Come on, you didn't. You did. Did you see that? Did you actually see that shit? I don't know when people are like, there's no way. Was it a horror movie? Yeah. Was it just a horror movie? Yes, my uncle showed me the camera footage. Really? Holy shit. The fuck is that? It looks like a horror movie story. Yeah, it actually does. That actually sounds like something from a movie. I don't know. Oh my god. Okay, next story. All right. We're a family of 5. When I was around high school, it was around high school, me and my sister, age 10, would usually hang around my room, and our youngest sibling, which was around 2, would usually have this annoying toy with them. It really got on my nerves, but I never wanted to bother and would just put on my headphones to block out the sound. It's like one of those phone toys that would play a song like, I'm your little butterfly. Wait. I'm your little butterfly. I can understand why you're annoyed if that just kept playing. What the fuck? Okay, so you were annoyed with it, so you just kept going. It went on and on until I had enough one night, and I put it on the high counter. On the high countertop. Okay, out of reach. I sat on my chair, go back to my music, but through my headphones, I could hear the song. Oh, it is the song! I could hear the song. I'm your little butterfly. That annoying ass song. I was gonna get mad at our youngest, but I didn't notice they were sleeping with my other sister. We were alone, and my parents were gone for dinner. When they came back, I asked them about the phone toy, and my mom's words gave me goosebumps, and I'd never forget to this day. She said, "Oh, I needed to get that some batteries." Wait. So you're just going crazy hearing the butterfly song in your head? I'm your little butterfly. Oh my god. I'm sorry, this song is like, what the hell? That's weird. Oh. That actually kind of creeped me out thinking about that, like, legit. Whoa. Well, I hope you threw that. I hope you threw it out. That was Ren singing behind you, don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. I just like that song a lot, sorry. That's weird. Next story. This one happened to me a few years ago. I was staying in a hotel for vacation one night before leaving. I went to the pool for one last time, but I decided to go alone because I didn't have someone to go with, so I went to the pool and started to swim like normal, when all of a sudden, I feel something grab my feet under the water. I tried to push my feet, but I started to get drowned, and I couldn't see anything until the point that in the water, I only see like a face, really blurry, coming closer to me. And the next thing I know, it was me out of the pool with my uncle by my side checking if I was okay. Until today, I still really don't know what happened. Wow! Holy shit! Someone said, oh my god, a mermaid! Wow! Like an evil mermaid. What the? Woo! Sheesh! Sheesh! Oh my god. Well, I'm glad you didn't drown. That's kind of terrifying. Canceling my summer plans ASAP? No! Wow. That's weird. Okay, hang on. I gotta scroll down for some more. We've gone through a lot though. Been live for like 2.5 hours. Damn. Wow. Are you guys scared? Are you guys actually spooked right now? Guys, relax. It was just Finana wanting some toes. Finana! How could you scare the shit out of them like that? Come on. Getting chills, yeah. Kinda, yeah. A little. I love hearing scary stories. Not gonna lie, this is good content. Yeah, this is fun. I'd be down to do another stream like this in the future. I think this is really fun. I don't know what's up with Marshmallow right now, but I keep trying to like click see more on these posts, you know, like see more entries, and the button's just like I need to click it like 5 times in order for it to actually work. So I'm just kind of like trying to do it at the same time. Do another one. Good thing it's bright out in my time zone. Ah, that's cheating. Come on. That's cheating. You have the sun up. You gotta close the curtains. Get some blackout curtains. No fair, it's 10 p.m. here. Some Renvaderz are actually like it's nighttime. It's the dead of night around them right now. It's broad daylight here. What? Are you getting a little bit creeped out? How could you get creeped out in the middle of the day though, like with the sun out, you know? Like you gotta set the mood. Hello Ren, really love this stream. Oh, thank you Lux. Thank you so much for the super. Glad you like it. I'm gonna get vitamin D. Wait, hang on. So me telling spooky stories to you guys actually will get you guys to touch grass and go outside and get vitamin D? Okay, I'm gonna do this more often, you guys. I'm gonna do this more often. Okay, I literally had to click the see more button like 20 times that time. Okay, but I think I got some new ones here now. Yeah, I got some new ones. Oh, are you guys ready? You guys ready for some new ones? No, I won't. Touch grass. Touch grass. Because of the stream. Oh my god. Okay, let's see. What are we up to? Wait, did I read these ones? Just skimming through them, you guys. Wait, this one was I think somebody tried submitting a story a couple times. Very sleepy, but I don't want to leave. I got school tomorrow. Blech, school. Let's see. When I was younger, like 7 or so, I had my first encounter with the otherworldly. One evening, I was in bed. I suddenly saw a shadow of an unnaturally lanky man, again, with a big and long nose slowly growing larger on the wall. The light was coming through the room door from the hallway. When I turned the door, there was no one there. When I turned to the door, there was no one there. When I turned back around though, the shadow was still there. even closer, and a spindly hand with claws was reaching out to me. I screamed for my parents, and then when they came in, the shadow was gone. You may think this was just a child's imagination playing tricks with them, me included, but over the years, from time to time, the shadow would always come back, sooner or later, and only someone else coming into the room would be able to make it vanish. The last time I saw the shadow was when I was 17 and still living with my parents. I'm now 22. There was always someone there to make it go away. But what if it comes back when no one is around? Oh my god! Holy shit! Yo, that would be enough to make you not want to move out. Wait, you still see them? You still see it to this day? I mean, just have a roommate, you know? Have a roommate who's like a shut-in and never leaves the house. There you go, you'll be fine. Jeez. Perform an exorcism ASAP. Oh my god. Next story. I just remembered another scary story, and this happened pretty recent. In the middle of the night, I woke up hearing some loud noises outside my room. I didn't want to get up from my bed, so I kind of just stared at my door, hoping that whatever was making the noise would stop. When it did, I tried to go back to sleep, but then my dad walked into my room. At this point, I was so out of it, I didn't know if I was asleep or awake. I remember I saw him walking into my room to grab something from my makeup drawers. I didn't say anything, but as I watched, I saw a little girl. Keep in mind, I don't have a sister. She was standing beside the table. I didn't feel scared because everything felt like a dream. Eventually, I fell back asleep. The next morning, I asked my dad if he went to my room in the middle of the night, and he said he was looking for some medicine and tried checking my drawers. When he said that, I realized it wasn't a dream at all. And I really saw a little girl next to him. Oh my god. Or could you have maybe you woke up but you were kind of like in a haze, you know, and then maybe you started dreaming like straight after? I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know. Could have been a dream. I'm not sure though. Let's see. Let's see. Whoa. This was before I was even born. My mom was telling me stories about her pregnancy stories. She told me one about her walking out her room to see me. And wait, what? And someone looking exactly like me was on the stairs staring at her. She said, "Who are you?" I said, "You know me, right, Mama?" And then she said the room started going around in circles and she had woken up. It's scary and cool at the same time. Anyways, has anyone else's mom had pregnancy dream? Pregnancy dream? I've never heard of that before. Eh? I've heard of women craving certain foods and stuff when they're pregnant, you know, like pickles and like peanut butter, you know, weird food combinations, but I've never heard of pregnancy dreams where they meet their future, you know, daughter or son. Pregnancy dreams are a thing. Whoa. Interesting. I've never heard of that. Another doppelganger? I don't know, dude. I have no idea. Hello, Ren. My story might not be that scary, but I wanted to try to share. So it started when I was in 6th grade in elementary school, 7 years ago. We had a campfire. In the night, me and my friends were trying to go backstage to approach a person who set the music before the campfire show. We want to see the set list they will play. Before we went in there, I brought a flashlight. After we arrived, beside the backstage, there's a mangrove forest. We had a campfire at a beach, and I decided to turn my flashlight on, and there was a light going left and right. Oh, wait, hang on a sec. Am I reading this right? I decided to turn my flashlight on and play with the light going left and right. Oh, I see. I'm doing that because I'm bored. Meanwhile, my friend is busy seeing the music set list. I'm playing with the flashlight for 5 minutes, and then my flashlight captured something. It was an Indonesian ghost named Pokong? It's a corpse-like ghost wrapped in a white cloth, and yes, it's standing right in front of me, facing me, from the mangrove forest. What? I was in shock and turned off the flashlight ASAP. I grabbed my friend's hand and began to run. That's my story, thank you. What? What did your friend say? Pokong? Wait. Is it a meme? Is it a meme? Please don't Google. Seriously creepy as hell? Oh shit. Show us pics? Should I Google it? Should I Google it? I'm gonna Google it. Oh. Looks like it's like in a trash bag or something. Well, I hope I'm not cursed now. Next story. Hey Ren, hope you're having a great day and enjoying your time with Renvaderz right now. So to start off my story, I'm someone who has a hard time sleeping. It's been that way for a while now. This one, as per usual, I was struggling to sleep one night. I hadn't realized I had dozed off, or maybe not. My eyes were open, or at least the setting of the room, dream or not, was the same. I was kind of feeling uncomfortable, so I had turned over to the other side to get comfortable. But where my bolster should have been was a woman with dark hair and bloodshot eyes staring right at me. I jolted up in my bed and there was no one there. But that woman was so real that I couldn't bring myself to go back to bed that night, or for days. I still remember her face and features so well. I sometimes fear turning around in my sleep. Wow, I got shivers. Woo! Oh my god. That's creepy. That's really creepy. Oh no. No, now when I go to bed tonight, I'm gonna be like, shit, I don't want to turn around. I'm not gonna want to turn around in my bed. I'm not gonna want to put my foot over the side of the bed. Wow, this is great, isn't it? Okay, alright. I'm gonna turn around right now and I'm gonna see a ghost. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Nope. No ghost. They don't exist, you guys. I just proved it. Alright, let's see. Next one, next one. What the fuck is this story? What the fuck is it? Here's a very scary story. After NIJISANJI EN, I became chronically online. And now I have a Discord kitten. I got that with Riz, with all the ladies around me. and I am a U-cub? What's a U-cub? This is very surprising and scary. But you know what I found out? Australians aren't real. Don't worry, I'm Australian too. What the fuck was that story, man? Wow. Oh, Luke Hub. Okay, okay. I think they. Yeah, they just didn't spell it right. Oh, they're a Luke Hub. Okay, I gotcha, gotcha. So because you're a Luke Hub, you got the Riz. Ah, I see, I see. I see. Well, that was a terrifying story. Thank you for, you know, for sharing it with us. Oh, man. I don't know if I can read this one. This one's a little bit... It touches on a couple things that I don't know that I should share on stream. But thank you everyone for submitting though. I might have to do the next one though. What is this? One night, I was in my room chilling, scrolling through my phone, when I heard someone coming down the stairs. I didn't think much of it at first because my sister was in her room upstairs. Maybe she wanted to grab something to eat or whatever. But then a couple seconds passed, and I couldn't hear any more steps. It stopped like midway down the stairs. So I asked, sister's name? Oh, I asked my sister, "What are you doing?" And she answered from her room, "Watching TikToks, why?" I then ran upstairs to tell her what I heard. She told me maybe it was something else? But how could I mistake that sound when my room is right next to the stairs? Maybe it's because this house used to be my grandparents'. It's old and big, and many friends have told me they're scared to be in certain places by themselves. Also, my grandma passed away peacefully in one of the rooms, but I've never felt uneasy about it, and I've never had any other scary / paranormal experiences living here other than this one time. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's weird, though. So the footsteps just stopped halfway down the staircase. Well, it couldn't have been... It couldn't have been your sister playing a prank, then. I hate old houses. Really? What's this one? Probably just the grandma checking in on them. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Something just fell and I jumped so bad. Oh no. I've got everybody on edge in the chat right now. It's okay, Renvaderz. Come here, come here, come here. Okay? Ready? Hang on, hang on. Little break. Ready? Ready? It's okay, Renvaderz. Don't worry. Whoosha, 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 whoosha. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay? Everything's all good. Time to go scary again. Alright, let's see. Next story. So when I was in high school, I used to study a lot in the library with my other two friends. On an evening after school, I went to the library and I saw my friend, one of them, study, so I joined her. I feel very weird. She was alone and didn't talk to me at all. She was just humming and reading the book. I went down under the table to pick something, and I saw there's no legs at all. After that, I sat back up and saw her. She's still there, humming. So I quickly pack up my things, and she stops humming and said, "Oh, you do realize that I'm not your friend, huh?" Then she smiled. I ran away from the library, and the next day I got a fever. I never tell my friends what happened that day. What? Woo! Holy shit. Doppelganger. Yeah, man, what's with all these doppelgangers? Jeez. A demon. What in the actual fuck? Holy shit. Okay, let's see. Greetings. So one of the scariest story one of the scariest stories happened to me when I was a little kid. Nighttime, and suddenly, a blackout. As a kid, I was so scared. I trudged my way to the hallway by patting the wall. I wanted to reach my room, which was at the end of the hallway. With closed eyes, I slowly walked to get there, but when I opened them, I saw candles lit up. Candles were lit up. So I thought my mom was there, and that she lit those. But I can still hear her shouting at my dad for flashlights downstairs. Oh, I see. So as a kid, I followed those candle lights, but each light I got near to had bloody parts nearby? Wait, what? Until the last candle, which is inside my room. There was a holy shit. There was a decapitated head on my... What? Of my late grandma. What? That's how I know my third eye opened. So imagine living for more than 2 decades having that. No way, dude. No way. Yo. That's fucked. What? Come on. You're pulling our leg with that one. Come on. That one's creepy, dude. That one's creepy. Bro, people watch too many scary movies. Hallucinate it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Nah. No way you saw a head, dude. Yeah, come on. Surely a hallucination, right? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Wow. It ain't even scary movies. Those don't scare me. Let's see. Oh, hello. When I was in high school, there was a school trip I attended. Nighttime comes, and we've done the activities and we're about to go to sleep. We sleep in a hall with 30 rolled up mattresses on the floor. We slept like sardines in a tin. I chose a mattress under the window. I can't sleep for hours. I sleep at 1 a.m. while at 11 p.m. everyone's already asleep. Then I woke up at 2 a.m. I saw someone sleeping in the mattress across from me. I thought, oh, this person slept there because the figure looks like... Hang on. They used X for their friend. Okay. I thought, oh, X person slept there because they kind of looked like my friend X. So I went back to sleep. Morning comes and it was 4 a.m. That's very early morning. I woke up alone. Everyone is still asleep. My friend thought the friend that I thought slept across from me, X, actually wasn't sleeping there. When X woke up, I asked him, "Did you sleep across from my mattress?" But no. They slept on the mattress by the door all along, far away from me. Since 11 p.m., who was I looking at? Oh my god. I don't know. A ghost! You saw a ghost. Mandela catalog? Wait, what? Is that something that... Was that story similar to something that happens there? I don't know. Creepy. Very creepy. Okay, I'm gonna do... I don't know. We'll get to the bottom of this page. I want to get to the 3-hour mark. So we're gonna do about 15 more minutes of stories. This has been fun though. I like this. Okay, let's see. I was walking down the street from school, and I picked up my phone like I usually do. Then I started to listen to music from a K-pop group called Twice. I know them. Then a song started playing that I've never heard before. Strong. Instantly, I start to feel like someone was watching me from behind me. I got a headache. I then searched up the song on TikTok to see if other people knew about this. There were so many videos about people going through the same thing as I did, which I thought was strange. This is a warning. Don't listen to it. Wait, what? Wait, what? Is that an actual thing? Is this a free promo? Did you just free promo in this stream? Oh my god. Free advertisement. Wow, damn. Hey. Hey, if they get free advertisement, stream Blue Sugar. Let's go. Okay, next. Oh, this one's a 5-parter. Holy shit. Okay. I like the long stories, you guys. The long stories are really cool. Okay, let's do this one. In 2014, my ex-boyfriend and I went to New York for Valentine's Day weekend, and we stayed in the Hotel Pennsylvania. I'd never been to New York before, and was just fascinated by everything and wanted to see as much as possible. The hotel was huge and busy with lots of people walking around. The reception is bright and relatively inviting. However, the lifts were tight and the long corridors were dark and dimly lit. The energy didn't match what was in the lobby. It gave me a really uneasy feeling. The feelings of uneasiness continued into our room, which was cold and worn down. Dark furnishings and murky lighting. A deep ceiling, high wardrobe was the closest... a deep ceiling high wardrobe that was closest to the long skinny window, which looked out to the street below. After looking around, I wasn't quite relaxed, but felt better having made sure that the room was clear, opening up all the doors and checking under the bed and in the bathroom to make sure nothing is left behind and no one else is there. Although our room was worn down and dark, I just thought, well, I'm not here for the hotel. Let's just get changed and get ready to explore the city. We came back quite a bit later after walking around Times Square, taking photos and getting pizza. We decided to call it a night, around 11:30 p.m., as it was freezing outside. Being February, it got as low as -14 on our trip. We headed back to the hotel and got ready for bed. The room was certainly warmer than outside, and we had asked for extra blankets anyways, just in case. We go to sleep. About 2 hours in, I feel so cold in the room that it woke me up. As I open my eyes, in front of the bed is a man in a white suit and a black shirt standing there. I slowly pull the blanket up to my face and don't move. He also didn't move. His head is slightly facing down, so his hair is falling forward. I can't see his face properly. He's about 6'2" He's tall, about 6'2", and has a slim build. The suit crisp white, black shirt on top, buttons open, and it's all pressed neatly. He feels like he's in his 30s, 40s. I push myself back, more into my pillow, and reach to wake up my boyfriend. As soon as I look towards my boyfriend, he disappears. Wait, what? My boyfriend is a deep sleeper and didn't wake up, so I slept with the lights on for the rest of the night. Oh, okay, the figure disappears, not the boyfriend. I was like, wait, what the fuck? Okay, the figure disappears. Gotcha. In the morning, I told my boyfriend about it, and he just said not to worry. And just to put it out of my mind. We enjoyed the rest of the weekend, and the man in the white suit didn't visit again. But each night until we left, I slept with the light on. Having done some research on the Hotel Pennsylvania, after our stay, I found out it was built in 1919, making it 104 years old. The hotel ran into constant problems, had abandoned floors, and had cases of violent murders, accidental deaths, and as of 2022, 32 other deaths. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. That I can't say on stream, probably. Other people have also experienced supernatural visits whilst at the hotel. Like us, not knowing the history of the hotel and not realizing it is haunted. I'm glad I wasn't the only one to experience a visit, but I wouldn't want anyone to experience it. It was very scary and I'm unable to forget that experience. I can remember it like it just happened. It makes me feel uneasy remembering it, and it was nearly 10 years ago. The hotel is now permanently closed and on the list of being demolished. I hope the spirits can finally find peace and move on to the other side. Thank you for letting me share my scary story. Love you, Ren. Love you, Renvaderz. Thank you. That was a creepy one. I really liked the way you told that story. That was good. Like lots of, I really felt like I was, you know, like I was there. That was good. Okay, let's see. Good storyteller. Yeah, I agree. That was really good. All right, let's see. What is this one? I sometimes see things from my peripheral vision. I have this vivid memory of a ghost I saw in the corner of my eye. Me and my brother shared the same bedroom. We have a bunk bed and I use the top part. So one night I was reading my book until something caught my eye by our stairs. There's stairs in front of my small room. The layout of my room would be like my bunk bed by the wall, then a door and stairs in front of it. There was something looking at me by the stairs. This is giving me chills right now as I'm typing this. I could only remember her face, but she looked like it was burnt and there was blood all over her face. I looked away for a second and then looked back and it was gone. I'm really not sure if what I saw that night was maybe just a hallucination. That's weird. That's weird. Did you tell your brother about it? I would never have let my door be open like that at night. I mean, you wouldn't be expecting something like that though. I was walking my dog and this car stopped in front of me. The person starts to ask me questions about my dog, and I started panicking. I answered them and tried to walk away, but the car kept on following me until I was home. The same day, I kept on getting spammed on my phone with this random number. I blocked them a couple of times. Eventually it stopped, but I still don't walk my dog alone to this day. And then they said, sorry if this isn't scary. That is scary. Holy shit. That's really scary. Dude, people are so weird, man. People are so weird. Okay. We got a lot of really short stories now. Hang on, let's see. My old street used to have a really old, unused stocking building, and it was huge. I used to sneak in there as a child because I thought it was badass. But one day, I finally got to the last floor, and it was covered in dead pigeons, bats, ladybugs, and butterflies. What? What didn't help was that I was already convinced that the place was cursed. So when I wrote about it for a story thing in class, my teacher suggested my mom bring me to a child psychologist. Holy shit. Yeah, why was there just a collection of... I have no idea what was going on there. That's weird. Ugh. Teacher was probably so concerned. Yeah, the teacher was probably like, oh no. That is actually creepy though. Holy shit. Next story. This is like, not specifically horror, but sort of creepy in a way. Just a warning. It's literally plain creepy for a person to do this. I remembered when I was pretty much a youngster. We were on vacation on some beach. Suddenly, there was a middle-aged man tailing us, me and my mom, for a bit. Ugh. I didn't have the spatial awareness to know why my mom asked me to walk a little faster. My mom's friend is at the end of the street, and she just told me to keep at her pace. I saw the man for a moment, wearing some plaid shirt and a cap, and then I realized we were running away from some stalker. I didn't think much of it, but it definitely sent my nerves feeling like we were running away from someone or something. Either way, we're safe, but just plain creepy. Yeah. Man, it's hard not to be paranoid, like, walking around, you know, at night when you hear stories like that, isn't it? Stranger danger. Yeah, you guys, please stay safe. What's this one? Hang on. I'm just going through these ones really quick. These kinds of stories are the scariest. Yeah, those are the ones that really, like, I'm just like, I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, I like the ghost stories and stuff, you know, but like the ones about actual, like, creepy people and stuff, I'm just like, ugh. Let's see, back when I was in high school, my sister and my mom went out to get groceries. Wait, did I read this one? Oh, maybe it's just a similar concept. I decided to stay and sleep some more and place my phone on a cabinet away from me. By the time they came back, it was already evening. After they woke me up, I went to check my phone, and the moment I opened it, there was a picture of me sleeping in the room. It was from my earlier nap. I asked my family if they did it as a joke, but they said no. It still makes me shiver just thinking about it. The doors were even locked and everything, but to this day, we don't know how. But I never decided to separate my phone from myself ever again. What? That is weird. That is freaky. That is actually creepy. I've heard of stories like that before where, you know, like I think I saw one story where a couple, they woke up one morning and checked their phone, and it was just a bunch of pictures of them sleeping. Just sleeping. They even had pictures of like their pet dog sleeping as well on their phone. How is that even possible? Like, you would think that the dog would wake up, right? That's weird. That is so weird. Creepy. Wow. What is this one? I have my fair share of spooky tales, but one I remember is when I was home alone with my younger sibling. My younger sibling was in my room while I went to the laundry room to get my clothes out of the dryer. As I'm walking to the laundry room, I hear a voice say my name. I ignored it because I thought it was my younger sibling, and she could just tell me whenever she wants to tell me when I'm done getting my clothes from the dryer. I go back to my room and ask her what she wanted earlier. My younger sister is confused. I then asked her if she called my name earlier. She didn't. We were pretty spooked after that until the rest of the family came home. After this, I kept experiencing things like my room lights turning on and off, or having things be moved to a different location, and my computer cursor moving on its own, etc. I haven't told anyone about that part, though it's been... So, pretending things have been fine. Oh my god, dude. Yeah. That's creepy. Do you guys ever get paranoid with that stuff as well? Like, especially, you mentioned in that story with your computer mouse just moving on its own. I feel like I've had moments where it feels like that's happened, but I don't know if it's in my head, right? I'm just like, oh, maybe that was... Do you guys... Yeah, you hate it? Yeah, sometimes it just feels like your mouse just like moved like a little bit on its own kind of thing. And it makes you feel like crazy. Maybe it's like when we're overtired or something. Yeah, you have that too. Sometimes. Okay, we're gonna do a couple more. I don't know. I'm feeling the stream. No, I don't know about you guys. When I was visiting my dad in the summer, he used to live in an old apartment. One day we went out to get fast food and came back home to eat it. I was sitting in the living room watching TV while my dad and stepmom were in the room eating. Suddenly the closet door in the hallway slammed closed, and I immediately jumped and looked in the hallway. No one was there, so I went to look in my dad's room and asked if they heard the same noise, and they said yes, looking unfazed. Unbeknownst to me, my dad said he experienced other paranormal activities while living in the apartment, which of course scared me. So ever since then, I became very paranoid at night because I slept on the couch in the living room next to the same hallway every night. Yo. And your dad, he's just unfazed. He's just like, yeah, I'm used to it. How can you get used to that? How? That's creepy. And you had to sleep in that room? Fuck that. If I actually saw something like that, I would not be sleeping in that room. Dad doesn't give a fuck. It's probably because it's the dad. What, you think the dad's playing pranks on him? That's messed up. Come on, Dad. That's weird. I had a dream where I ended up getting into some kind of accident. I was surrounded by all these dead people who were saying that I almost died and that I should have been dead. They then revealed a scar on my chest that apparently came from the accident. The next day, I ended up getting into 2 separate car accidents, both within an hour apart from each other. Holy shit. And the same wound that I got that day was the same. Oh, and the wound I got that day was the same one that I saw in my dream. Love you, Ren. Have a good day. Mwah. What? You have like visions? A premonition? It was a prophecy. Holy shit. Deja vu? Deja vu, I've just been to this place before. Hang on. Okay, let's see. What is this one? Oh no, I'm not reading that one. That one's too real. That's... Oh my god, that's terrifying. Holy shit. Some of these stories that you guys have like put in Marshmallow, I'm not reading that one out on stream. That one is... That's terrifying, actually. What is this one? Hi, Ren. This isn't my story, but it's my mom's true account of what happened in her childhood. My mom and her 3 other siblings were playing around in the woods near her home, and they were making their way home when suddenly they noticed that all the animals went quiet. They thought to themselves that it was very strange, since it's way too weird to just not hear them all of a sudden. So they kept walking around, playing, when they suddenly noticed a clearing, which wasn't there before, and also a church-like building in it. My mom and one of her siblings were curious about it and wanted to explore the place, since they haven't seen it there before, never heard anything about it in the community. But before they could, the older sibling chose to take everyone home, since it was so weird and spooky to just see a church in the middle of nowhere like that, you know? They did go back to the area. Oh, when they returned to the area, it wasn't there. Churches be low-key creepy though. That's weird. Okay, thank God for the older sibling who had the common sense to just be like, maybe we shouldn't explore this. No, you guys, I can't tell the story from before because yeah, it's like really a sensitive topic. I'm not gonna touch that one. What? What is this one? There was a time that me and my sisters had to sleep with our grandma. In the middle of the night, she woke up. She told me to close and lock every door because someone might try to come in. My sister told, sorry, this one's a little hard to read. My sister told her that she might be dreaming or imagining things. Then my grandma told her that a little boy was sleeping next to her. My sister immediately closed her eyes and told her to go back to sleep, and she was just imagining things. But this happened so many times with my grandma, and it was all about a little boy. What? Yo, was your grandma fucking with you or something? Like, what? Your grandma was like messing with you. Wow. Grandma, stop. Why? Why, Grandma? That's creepy. Not the kid ghosts again. I know. We can't stay away from them, you guys. We can't stay away from them. Holy shit. What is this one? Let's see. What is this? What? My dog was chewing on something he wasn't supposed to, as usual. Sigh. So I went outside. Wait, I went outside just so he noticed I went outside. Oh, and just as he noticed, I went outside with his toys. The wind was so windy. I mean, that's what the wind does. It with its ominous noise, a horrific agony scream I heard from the left side, landlord's office, but nobody's there, and everyone was in their homes. I went back inside. Truly shocking the scream until it gone away from. Oh, that one's hard to read. I'm sorry, I can't read it. There was a blood-curdling scream though in the middle of nowhere. Weird. Okay, you guys, a couple more, and then I'm gonna wrap up the stream because I think you guys need to go to bed, and I need to give you enough time to watch something that's a little bit less spooky, you know, to kind of like to get you out of this mood, right? Otherwise, I don't think a lot of you guys will fall asleep. Someone's like, I'm not sleeping. No. It's 11 p.m. here. Okay, that's actually not that late. Watch some cartoons before bed. Yeah, exactly. We're not going to bed after this. Sorry. Let's see. Hi. So I was around 10 years old when me and my friends were playing something like hide and seek outside. It's like one player hides, and when one of you finds them, we hide them until the last player finds us. Gotcha. My youngest friend was the hider, and all of us waited in front of my house, counting up to 10. Then after that, we went our own ways to find her. Most of them went to the left side, and I was the only one who went to the right side of the house. A little note that we had a neighbor who owns a jeepney? What's a jeepney? Like a jeep? but it's parked outside their house, and we would hang out there sometimes. I was walking to the right side when I noticed a black figure peeking their head out and back in as if they noticed that I saw them. I thought I found my friend, but when I walked to the front, there was no one there. So I ran to the left side where my friends were, and I found them. I told them all about it, and pretty much until now, I don't know what I saw. Thank you, Ren. Take care. Maybe it was an animal or something. What's a jeepney? Please, not this story. Wait, what? What do you mean, not this story? A jeepney is a kind of model of transportation in the... Oh, I see, I see. Ah, I see. Gotcha, gotcha. What's this? What is this one? Once upon a time, I discovered NIJISANJI. It was a true horror. Discovering the unsay-so-ness of Finana and the intimidating ASMRs of the Voxakuma has chilled me to the bone. I'm even scared of myself now. Many terms have influenced my vocabulary. My friends look at me weird, and I suddenly go, "Ay," or scream out, "Pog!" like a dying chicken. I think they might be reconsidering our friendship when I randomly go, "You smell." And all I can say is, "That's crazy." NIJISANJI has also made me realize how maidenless I am. And it has occurred to me so much that I have embraced the feelings of being so. I might as well be a disgrace to my family. But that's okay. Self-love was always an option when I had no chance from the start. The end. Wow. Damn. Sounds like you've been cursed. Sounds like a curse is being put upon you. Now we can sleep well. That was the scariest one. Yeah, it was. Holy shit. Alright, next one, next one. Around 2 years ago, I was doing some schoolwork at home because of the whole pandemic. I was waiting for my computer to load something when I heard three knocks. Initially, I thought nothing of it. Could have been the chair, the desk, even just my bones cracking into place. So whatever. Oh my god, they're like me. A few minutes later, it happened again. A little suspicious, but no big deal. Then it happens again, and again, and again. After a while, it became a constant stream of knocking, and it freaked me out so much that I turned off the computer and ran downstairs. As a side note, I was the only one home at the time. We didn't have cats. So these knocks were really out of nowhere, and didn't stop for a little over an hour. An hour plus of just constant knocking? Plus the room on the other side of the wall was an empty bathroom. So what caused the knocking? Now we have a cat, so we just assume it's doing the cat things. Reading it back, it's not that scary, but it's the best I got. I mean, that's still pretty freaky, like... And it was coming from your bathroom? It was me and their walls. Holy shit! That's messed up. Wait, somebody sent me an entry and all it says is Shoki Shoki. What? No, come on. No. What is this? When I was young, we had this business. It was night at that time. Wait, you owned a business when you were young? Just imagining this kid in like a businessman suit. Damn. Stonks. We had this business. It was night at that time. And I had to lock the gate of our garage because that's where the products were kept. so I was in the process of locking it. When I had to turn around for who knows what reason, I suddenly saw a white shadow floating in the air. A white shadow? It was white and had long hair, but when I blinked, it was gone. We call such a phenomenon Malik Mata. This is where you say you see something, and it disappears after you blink, or divert your attention from it for even a second. It wasn't that scary, but for me it was creepy as frick. That is weird. That's really weird. A white shadow. What is this one? There was a time I was sick and I felt really bad. I was around 12 when it happened. Hang on a sec. I was around 12 when it happened. I woke up because I felt terrible and I had the urge to blech rainbows. So I got up and went to the bathroom. It was normal at first. Everyone was sleeping, but I'm not afraid because it's my home. However, when I'm in the middle of blech on the floor of our bathroom, I don't know where to do it, okay? I suddenly heard a laugh. Like Millie's. Like Millie? I immediately stood up and looked around to find out who was laughing, but no one was there. However, I still had to blech, so I continued to do my business and ignored whoever was laughing at my misery. And I didn't forget to give it a nice middle finger at the end. You're just a ghost, bish. What was that story? That was beautiful. That was really good. Wow. Yeah, it was Millie. It was Millie. It had to be. They were laughing at you blaying. Is this Anna? Millie is in their walls. Okay. I think I'm probably gonna end the stream here. Actually, let's do one more. Let's do one more. These are addictive, you guys. NIJISANJI be haunting people? I can't tell you how many submissions I got for this, you guys. I think there's still so many that I haven't read out. But if I read them all out, we would be here for hours and hours. I mean, it's already 3 hours now. But I'll read one last one. Part 2? Yeah, maybe we should do a part 2. If you guys want to see it, let me know. Okay, let's find one more. Come on, good one for the last one. Come on, let's go. I want to find a good one here. A lot of these seem like sleep paralysis, not gonna lie. I don't know. Like maybe that's just an easy way to explain things, but I don't know. A lot of people's accounts like saying that they can't move, you know? Like that they're stuck there. It felt like there's a presence kind of thing. I have some, it wasn't sleep paralysis for me, but I had like a really crazy scary dream once. And I woke up and I felt like there was something in my room. I felt like there was a presence in my room. You know, and you guys know me, I don't believe in this stuff, but like, I don't know, I just felt like really on edge, like something was wrong, something was terribly wrong. And then I guess, I don't know, the feeling just passed. Very weird though. Okay, I think this is the last one we're gonna read. Let's do this one. Kat, thank you so much for the super. Thank you for the stream and my mind keep looping. I'm your little butterfly. Yo, that story is funny, but also kind of a little bit creepy as well. Okay, let's do this one. Last one. Wanaru, thank you for the super. Hello, Renvaderz. Here's a slightly creepy story. I'm a small 5'19" at the time year-old woman. I work at an assisted living home where I take care of old people, so sometimes I walk home at 10 p.m. when my roommate can't pick me up. This night I was walking home alone, but we have 2 buildings, so I was walking between them. I saw a man standing near the driveway / sidewalk in a construction jacket. I thought it was creepy, but I moved on nonetheless. When it was time to switch shifts, I was going to walk home alone this night. When I walked outside, I saw the same guy standing there. I was scared and wary, but I figured it had nothing to do with me, so I started walking. I felt an inkling over my shoulder and whipped around and noticed this guy was following me. I thought, maybe I'm wrong, and continued walking. Next to our building, there's Planet Fitness that runs 24/7. I tried to go in there, but it was locked, so I hung around the outside of the building. There were people inside the building, and it has this big window on the side, so I went there. I went there of the building to confirm if he was following me. He, in fact, was still following me. I did my best to stay calm and walked back to my work building to ask one of the workers there to give me a ride. When I looked back on my way to the building, I saw him scooping where I had stood. I saw him scooping where I had stood at the Planet Fitness. The next day, my co-worker told me that one of their old employees who looked like me used to have a stalker that was most likely the construction guy following me. Oh shit. Oh, scoping, not scooping. Yeah, whoops, my bad, sorry. This was more unsettling, though. Oh, the fact that I had gotten a notice a day prior that there was a man with previous convictions like this moving into our area. I haven't walked home alone since then. Wow. So he literally mistaked you for somebody and... Yo. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Jeez. Not me scrolling and looking for more stories when I said I'd just do one more. Oh, that one's just a sad one. Story says, do you like commuting? I do, but there was a day that frightened me about commuting. It was an afternoon when I took a train ride. I had a seat and there were a lot of people. Because I'm anxious to help, Because I'm anxious to help her sit, I got up and offered my seat, pointing at her. Oh, there was a woman, I guess. The people around me looked at me strangely. One man asked, "There's no woman." I realized she's not holding on to anything. Then I see more weird details from her figure. Her pale figure, long hair, and her staring down. When the train stopped to my destination, I walked out and just offered my seat to someone else. It's still weird when I think about it. Why am I the only one who saw the pregnant woman? I also asked my co-workers that day if the same thing happened to them. I still remember it every time I take a train ride. That's creepy. That's really creepy. Yeah. Alright, alright. Alright, hang on. Hey Ren, I hope you're doing well. This is the last one, I promise, I promise. Hey Ren, hope you're doing well. It's not too scary, but it was actually something that happened to me last year. I was staying over at my friend's house for the night. Earlier that day, we had decided it'd be a cool idea to sleep in a tent outside instead of in her room. So we set it up ahead of time. It was late at night, and we'd been in the tent a good few hours, but we were both kind of hungry, so we decided to head inside to get some snacks and bring them back to the tent. We got our flashlights and stepped out, and as my friend shone the light over to the left, she immediately spoke up about what she saw. May have been something. Wait, it was something with eyes. Because all we could see was the flashlight making its eyes shine. Oh shit. And it just stood there, not moving. We both called out, but nothing responded. Getting really creeped out, we both ran back in the house and decided not to sleep outside. We still don't know what it was, and I don't think we ever will. You just saw a pair of eyes? Yeah, doggo? A cat? Yeah, maybe a cat. Maybe it was like a cat. It just stood dead still. Animal or a skinwalker? Oh my god. Holy shit. I think googly eyes. Googly eyes. An animal would have ran away though, wouldn't it? Yeah, you would think, honestly. You would think. One more. Okay, one more. I'm hearing things, I swear to God. I just heard my door creak. Or like crack or something. I guess reading spooky stories for 3 hours will probably do that to you. Okay, last story. This is a story about my aunt being an exorcist a long time ago. Wait, really? Legit? Holy shit. Okay, this story is starting off juicy. Being an exorcist? What? Okay. Is that an actual job? Is that like an actual thing? Jeez. They're real? Are they actually real? I know you can get like priests to like come and cleanse your house and stuff, but like, yeah, it is. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's see. So I'm not a very good storyteller. I just remember what she said piece by piece, as it's very long ago. So the story starts when I overheard my aunt talking about her past time helping a friend. Apparently, I also know about and help my family to do some ritual things. Example: see the house. Is there any bad things, a person's destiny, exorcism, etc. On that day when I'm at home sewing my customers' clothes, I received a call from my daughter that something happened regarding my son-in-law. She cries about her husband and is being weird, and the voice and facial expression are different. I know something bad has happened to them, so I pack up all my things and I went to their house. When I arrived at their house, I saw my daughter hugging my grandchild and my son-in-law. He is very angry, screaming about... Oh shit. Oh, I don't know if I should read this actually. Yeah, I'm not gonna read this one, just in case. Sorry to just stop a story like right in the middle. It seems like it could be like, I don't know, like a possession thing, but like maybe not. I don't know. Hang on. We'll do another story. Sorry. See, this is why it's a good idea to proofread these before. But yeah. Okay, let's see. What is this one? Hang on, I like the way this story starts off. Okay, this might be good. This might be good. 4 months ago, I was going out to touch the grass. I like it. I like it. I approve. And accidentally saw a gleam of light flashing across the sky. Oh shit. The fear made me unable to move, because the object I saw was clearly not a product of human beings. I could only watch the beam of light getting closer and closer to me until it landed. And a dark creature walked out of it, with 2 hard horns on his head and 2 fangs exposed from his mouth. I almost thought it was the end of my life. And then no, maybe judging from the sound, it should be him. An unknown object appeared in his hand out of thin air and sprayed unknown liquid at me and said to me, "Wow, grass is not edible. This is not right." And make a sound with your mouth. That's when I realized that this was actually just a male anchor stopping us from grazing. Yo, I cameoed in one of these stories. This is great. Okay, I think that's the perfect one to end it on, honestly. An unknown liquid. I'm guessing that's the spray bottle, you know? Okay, that was good. That was good. Very nice. Very nice. Oh man, those were good. Those were really good. I had a lot of fun with this stream. That's a perfect ending. Yeah, I think that's the perfect way to wrap up the stream, because we've been going for like 3.5 hours now. So yo, I want to thank everybody so much for coming, getting comfy, and listening to these spooky Renvaderz stories. Renvaderz, you've got some crazy stories, I gotta say. I don't know, there were a few in there that I was like, is this legit? Is this actually legit? Because I asked for true stories, but I don't know, some of them just seem so crazy, over the top, that I'm like, how is that possible, you know? Yo, thank you so much. Rio, thank you so much for the super. The fact that you noticed my art means a lot to me. Yeah, thank you so much. It's so cute. I love it. Thank you. And Alpha, Aia Amare. I don't like scary stories, but I enjoyed it today. Thanks to Ren and Renvaderz. And I enjoyed your try to keep the horror mood. Too cute. Thank you. Yeah, no, I had fun though, you guys. And yeah, you've got some crazy stories. Maybe I could do another one in the future. Not necessarily like scary stories, but maybe just like you know, like the weirdest thing to ever happen to you, or the most like, you know, I don't know. You know, thank you again for Elena. Thank you for the super. I'm working NOC shift and I have 6 hours left. This is great. Let me. Oh no. Oh shit. You got this. Everything will be fine. Suyusaki, thank you so much for the super. Shout out to the dental surgery OP, because that happened to me as a kid too, and I cried the entire time. That sounds terrible. Miyu, thank you so much for the super. The scary stories reading is awesome. Ren, you narrate it so well, and Renvaderz stories are so good. Good job, everyone. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. I hope that I read out the stories like good enough, and it's a little bit hard sometimes, like I mentioned at the start. Some of them are a little bit more difficult for to read, just because of like different language barriers and stuff, but for the most part I think we did pretty good. I think that was good. Yeah. Numnim, thank you so much for the super. Thank you very much. And honestly, you know, even yeah, above everything, just thank you guys for submitting your stories, and yeah, hope you had fun. Moiso-chan, thank you so much. I was so surprised that everybody had a spooky experience. I'd like to watch the stream again and again, as it would be a good way to learn English while trembling. I hope I read, I feel like I read kind of slow, so maybe it would be good for learning English, I don't know. But sometimes I stutter a little bit, so that might be hard for any English learners. Sorry. Mossy, thank you for super. Sweet 16 Tori, thank you very much for the super. Yeah. Time to listen to Blue Sugar and Amplify before I take a nap. Maybe that's a good idea. All right, you guys. Yeah, for the next like 15 minutes, watch some cartoons. I don't know. Put on a song you like. Put on Blue Sugar if you want, and get a nice like happy mood. Okay, get out of the scary mood. We need purifying. Yeah, you do. Here you go. Here you go. You're purified. You are cured. Any ghosts that were hanging over your shoulders before, I wujud them away. Goodbye. See you later, ghosts. Thank you so much, you guys. All right, I will see you next week for I need to decide what we're doing. But we will be doing something. Will you will you spray us with the spray bottle with holy water? I left my spray bottle in the other room, but you know, let's just pretend. Ready? Psst, psst. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I think next week I am doing a collab. I'm doing a collab with one of my senpais. Okay, and it's gonna be a little bit different. There's gonna be a language barrier, but I really wanted to put myself out of my comfort zone. I'm gonna be doing a stream like that next week, and you might hear me speaking very, very basic Japanese. And when I say very basic, I mean literally just words. Like I'll be like, ah, sugoi! Ikuzo! Yeah, so we'll see how that goes, but I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun. Yeah. And I will figure out more stream ideas for next week as well. What do you guys want to see, actually? What kind of streams? This was really fun. I really thought that this was this turned out to be a really good idea. Karaoke? Oh yeah, I know people want karaoke. Horror game? You guys like this creepy content? Monster Hunter? Yeah, I need to reschedule that one because I wasn't able to do that the other day. Duolingo prep? Yeah, maybe. Breathing stream? We haven't done that in a while. This kind of stream is fun. Yeah. Shower stream? Maybe. Vic, thank you so much for the super. More creepy content. Okay, you guys seem to like the creepy content. Stretching ASMR stream. Cooking stream. We'll see. I like scary content a lot. Yeah, it seems like a lot of you guys do. Laundry stream. More viewer stories. Yeah. Grass eating stream. I'm not gonna eat grass. That's a you thing. If you want to eat grass, that's... Look, you can do that, okay? I mean, if you want a shower stream. I wonder how many people would actually watch that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for coming to today's spooky story reading. Thank you everybody who submitted their stories. That was really fun. And I'm glad that everybody's safe, you know, from the ghosts and from the weird people. Please stay safe moving forward. And yeah, I'm probably haunted right now. Reimu, you want to come out? I'll let you guys know if I have any paranormal experiences after the stream. I'm crossing my fingers. Come on, ghosts, where the fuck are you? I know you're out there. Alright, you guys. See you later. See you in the next stream. Have a good night. Mwah! Don't worry. No more ghosts. You're good now. See you later, you guys. Bye-bye. See ya. Bye-bye. Wait, where's my... Oh. Bye. See you later.